Skyview High School Sports is a presentation of 106.9 FM and 1390 AM The Fan and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors, Great Basin Graphics, McDonald's, Logo Shop, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, Napa Auto Parts, Old Grist Mill, Cache Valley Auto Care, Les Olson Company, ARS, DD Auto Salvage, New Horizons Beauty College, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Poblanos, and CashValleyDaily.com. Now, it's time for the Skyview Bobcats on 106.9 The Fan.
Welcome to Bear River High School. It's the Skyview Bobcats and the Bear River Bears here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan, as well as video streaming on CashValleyDaily.com. And your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Adams Wealth Advisors puts clients first. Under any circumstance, visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com. They power your video experience on CashValleyDaily.com. John Newbold, Rex Davis here with you. And Rex, this is going to be a big showdown here in week 3 of region play. Both teams come into this game 1-1, and both teams had huge wins on the road last week. Or I guess Bear River, they were at Logan. Yep. So both teams road wins, and they were big. Bear River defeating Logan and Skyview dominating Ridgeline.
Yeah, and not just on the road, but I would dare say underdogs as well. I didn't see the power guide going into that, but if you were to ask me before the Logan-Bear River game who's going to win, I'd say Logan. You're going to ask me who's going to win Ridgeline-Skyview, I'd say it'd be tough, but maybe Ridgeline in a close one. Skyview goes out and just blows the doors off of the Ridgeline Riverhawks, which I did not see coming. But for the Skyview faithful, they were sure happy to see it.
Yeah, the Skyview Bobcats with a dominating win last week, and both teams 2-4 on the season. And last night in region play, it was a Thursday night game in North Logan as the Riverhawks defeated Green Canyon in a really highly contested game. 21-14, Ridgeline scored first and they scored last, and that's how they got the victory in North Logan. As we look at these region standings here, they weren't updated yet from last night. I didn't get on here and do that yet, but there's the region standings. Everyone is a 6-way tie for first place, and then, of course, Green Canyon would fall to 1-2, and Ridgeline moves to 2-1 atop of the standings with games tonight, as Mountain Crest is at Logan for homecoming at Logan, and Skyview is here at Bear River, and I think it's homecoming here
I think
at Bear River.
Yeah.
So. Again, and the way it's been working in region play, Rex, is if you're having a homecoming, that's a bad omen.
It has not worked out. We saw it with our own eyes when Logan went and spoiled Skyview's homecoming. Skyview goes and spoils Ridgeline's. Bear River goes and spoils Logan's. I mean, we'll see if the trend continues here tonight, though.
So this pregame is brought to you by Kent's Marketplace. Kent's Marketplace is the sponsor of the Bear River pregame. Kent's Marketplace carries all your food and non-food solutions. Make sure to stop into Ken Market's place if you're in the Tremont area. Well, we're going to listen to Coach Hal as we get closer to pregame. We're going to listen to Coach Hal. I caught up with him, a short interview, to get his thoughts on this big game tonight. We're going to listen to that now here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.
Another week in the high school season, and we're here with Coach Hal. And Coach, you guys had a convincing victory last week against Ridgeline, and these Bear River Bears that you're facing tonight had a win against Logan as well. You both really are similar. You're coming off big wins in region, and you both established the rushing game. I mean, how important is this game tonight?
This is a huge game for us from a region standing standpoint, and to get us in a situation where we win multiple games in a row to create a little bit of a winning streak, a little bit of a run. And so, it's a huge game for us. And, this is a really, really good Bear River team. Their record does not reflect how good they are. I feel like they've grown and gotten better as the season's gone on. They're starting to figure out who they are. And, you're exactly right about them getting their running game going. And so we're going to have to be firing on all cylinders over here tonight to be able to be successful.
Well, you guys obviously had a great game plan last week with the coaching staff, and your guys executed. But what are some keys tonight for the Bobcats to get a victory over the Bears?
There's a number of them, obviously. I think the run game is going to be an important factor on both sides. We've got to be able to stop it, and we've got to be able to sustain it when we're on offense. I think that's a huge one. The other thing is I think we have to contain their quarterback. He's a really athletic kid, throws the ball well, and runs for some big first downs and big plays in critical situations, and so we're going to have to do a good job to try and contain him. And then I also think whoever wins the turnover battle always has a great chance to be successful.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. We'll talk to you after the game.
Okay,
So that was Coach Hal as we caught up with him and talked to him before the game. But again, like he mentioned, he always talks about turnovers and the run game, but we're going to step aside as it's the national anthem, so we'll be back right after this.
A beautiful career in the beauty industry. New Horizons Beauty College is happy to be helping you take a step forward in a new career and your new look. New Horizons Beauty College, moving forward with beauty. Now accepting new clients. Call 435-753-9779.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Whether it's before or after the football game, make sure to stop in to Kent's Market for your treats and drinks. We have all the Coke and Pepsi products you need. Kent's Market has the freshest produce, fresh cut meats, a deli and bakery department that can't be beat. That's Kent's Market.
Don't get caught without power to your home or business. This is Tyler with Golden Spike Electric. We offer Generac backup generators to keep your home or business warm, avoiding frozen pipes, loss of valuable food, or even a flooded basement. Contact Golden Spike Electric so you'll never be without power again. Golden Spike Electric and Generac.
If you're a business owner, don't tackle your electrical problems yourself. Nobody knows more about electricity than Gem Electric. Gem Electric has the experience and knowledge to get you back up and running. Call Gem Electric service specialists today. 257-7113. Their expertise is shocking.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Post Consumer Brand Cereals and their team members are involved in every aspect of the community, from the fair to the fall cereal sale to Cereal with Santa. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites.
It's back to school time. Booster Clubs, team sports, PTA, any school organization. Call the Logo Shop for uniforms, fan gear, club t-shirts, all customized with your school logo. They're committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Shop. If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Advanced Integrated Systems in Tremonton is looking for passionate technicians to join the team. Work with your hands daily to create custom next-level smart home experiences for each client. To learn more about our career paths and rewarding benefits, visit AISAV.com.
Welcome back to Bear River High School. I was going to say the Skyview Bobcats, but Rex, the Skyview Bobcats against the Bear River Bears. Both teams 2-4, 1-1 in region play, 2-4 overall, both teams. And again, this is the first season for Trampus Waite, the head coach of the Bear River Bears, as they come into this game 2-4 overall. They had a big game from their running back, Tyden Jones. If you remember a few years ago, his brother played linebacker and running back, Bucket Jones. So Little Bucket, I know that's what Clint calls him. Clint Payne, the announcer for the Bear River Bears, but he calls him Little Bucket. Had a big game last week.
Yeah, and it wasn't just Little Bucket. It was Riker Jepson, too, man. Riker Jepson on film stood out to me, John. He was running that read option just to absolute perfection. And he looks like just one of those athletes that just stands out to you. You see him out there on the field, and you go, okay, this kid is faster than most other kids. He's stronger than most other kids. That's what Riker Jepson is at the quarterback position for the Bear River Bears.
Well, we're getting ready to get going here, so let's check our Logo Shop uniform check. If you're involved in booster clubs, team sports, PTA, or any school organization, use the Logo Shop as your source for uniforms, fan gear, club t-shirts for all the customized logo gear, as the Skyview Bobcats are in blue pants, white jerseys with blue numerals, and the Bear River Bears for homecoming are in red numerals, black pants, black jerseys, and white helmets. So Skyview kicking to the north, going right to left on your radio dial as Kalebe gets his footwork ready, and there's the whistle, and he gets his boot into it and kicks it away. It's a low-line drive down to about the 2-yard line. It's returned to the middle of the field to the 15, the 20, and Skyview actually doesn't let him get to the 20. They're knocking him down about the 15 or 14-yard line.
Yeah, huge play there by Seth Chambers, the senior defensive back. We've seen him play a lot of safety for this Bobcats team. There he is on kickoff, going down and making a play for the Bobcats.
So on their own 14, I believe. Let's see where they mark it. Yeah, it's at their 14-yard line. Bear River will start with Jepson at QB. And
as you lift a window.
I was just from standing up.
You can hear he's struggling.
That was from me standing up. Shotgun formation, handoff to Jones. He looks to pass. He throws downfield. He's got a man out there. Some hand jostling, and it's going to be a pass interference on Ferguson. But I'll tell you what, I don't like that call just because both players were really jostling there. It was Owen Olson, the wide receiver, and Ferguson both hand fighting for that one.
Yeah, Owen Olson, like you said, John, he's running a go route. He burns Ferguson on the play, so they end up doing a little bit of hand fighting. It's kind of going both ways, but it ends up going against Skyview. If you got offense and defense hand fighting, typically defense is going to get the penalty.
Well, and I'll tell you what, good play by Ferguson, because if you don't and he catches that, then you're a big gain of over 30 yards, but instead it's just a 15-yard penalty. Ball out to the 29. Jepson again in shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Jones, and he's bottled up for a short gain to about the 28, or excuse me, the 32. Just counting the wrong way there. He's to the 32, so about 3 yards for Jones.
I expect to see a whole lot of that tonight. Just tighten Jones up the middle. It worked for Logan against Skyview.
2nd down and 7 for the Bears. Back to pass. Jepson in shotgun. He throws over the middle. Complete, but taken down right away by Kason Spackman, who had a huge game the other night.
That's Jace Roberts with the reception.
Yeah, Jace Roberts. So another minimal gain, 1 yard, and it will bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and about 6. Spackman had a huge game rushing the ball against Ridgeline. Egbert was the powerhouse, though, last week. 3rd down and 6. Jepson's going to fake it, and he's up the middle. He's short of the 1st down at about the 37-yard line. He faked the pitch and went right up the middle, Rex.
Yeah, he's so quick and shifty at the quarterback position. You have to respect him as a runner at all times.
So it'll be about 4th and 2, so he gained about 3 yards. So it brings up 4th and 2, and they're going to go for it, it looks like, from their own 37. They go hard count. Nobody moves on the defensive line. First drive of the game, 10-20. Now he goes back to punt. Jepson takes it and punts it away. Skyview didn't have anyone back, so it's going to take a roll for Bear River inside the 20, down to the 15, and still rolling to the 14-yard line. But good job by Skyview. There's been a couple times, Rex, this year where they have jumped off sides on those hard counts.
Yeah, they have. And what a great play call there by Bear River, though. They see they're in a formation to go for it. They see, okay, no returner. Let's go ahead and punt this thing. Riker Jepson got a nice punt off, too, which is going to pin Skyview back inside their own 20, give them a long field to work with. Now, if you're Bear River, you tell your defense to go out there and do their job.
Well, I looked away, Rex. That ball kept rolling. I thought it was down at the 19. It rolled all the way down to the 14.
I must have looked away, too.
Because I didn't think so. 10:08, Skyview will start with the ball. 1st and 10 from their own 14. And at quarterback for the Bobcats. Thought that was Favero, but it's not. They run a reverse, and here it comes. Ferguson with some blocking to the 20, the 25, 30-yard line. What a play by Ferguson on that reverse.
I want to play that replay, but I'm scared because a lot of times when Skyview gets a big play, they go tempo, so I'm scared to play it right now.
19 yards on that run, up to the 33.
Who had the carry, John?
That was Ferguson.
That's what I thought. Ferguson, and Thatcher sealed the edge on that block.
So they hand it off this time, and Egbert goes nowhere. Maybe even lost a yard back to the 31, so they lose 2 yards on that one as they hurried up on that 1st down play.
We'll go ahead and play that replay for you. That was a play ago. I was a little scared, a little gun-shy to play it because when they have that big play, they go up tempo like that. But here it is on the replay in extra super slow motion. You'll see the pitch there to Bryton Williams, toss back to Ferguson, and Ferguson just sees, and look at the quarterback setting the edge. You got to love that.
So a nice play there on first down, the first play of the game. Now it's 2nd and 12 for the Bobcats. Handoff to Egbert trying to get the edge, and he can't get it. Bear River strings it out, and another loss of 2 yards back to the 29.
Yeah, Egbert's got 2 carries for -4 yards. That was a little wildcat wrinkle there by bringing Michael Ferguson in at quarterback, letting him run that that read option. And it just didn't work there on that play. Lateral quickness is showing up for Bear River.
So 3rd down and long for the Bobcats. 8:51. Bobcats going right to left on your radio dial. 3rd down and long for the Bobcats. They need to get up to the 43. Thatcher, empty backfield, still looking. Lots of time. He throws over the middle, and he's hit right as he throws, and it hits the turf. He had room, and then as soon as he was about to throw, Rex, and he wound up, he got popped.
Yeah, and that clock was ticking in Carson Thatcher's head. He knew that pocket was collapsing. He knew he had to throw the ball. Just a split second too long of holding on to the ball there. Falls incomplete, and Bear River's defense does their job, forces the punt as Kason Spackman comes out to get his foot into one.
Well, so the Bobcats stop the Bears. The Bears go 3 and out on their first possession. The Bobcats get a first down on their first play of the game, and then they go 3 plays and have to punt. Good punt, huge punt, all the way to the 30-yard line on the opposite side, and calls for a fair catch for Bear River. That was a great punt, maybe the best one we've seen all season.
Yeah, that was a beaut by Spackman. Nice high spiral off the punt.
So Bear River will get the ball back with 8:29. So the Bobcats ran a little bit of clock, but so Bear River starts at their own 30. Again, the other game going on, there's only one other game in region play tonight, and that's Mountain Crest at Logan. We'll try to keep you with some score updates there. So Jepson in shotgun, sends a man in motion, right to left. He's got Jones back there in the backfield, takes it, fakes the handoff. He's going to roll out to the left side. He throws over the middle, and it is nearly picked off as Ferguson was inside. I don't know what Jepson saw, but there was not an open receiver.
Yeah, Ferguson was almost running the route for the intended receiver, which I believe was Weston Ballard, the senior wide receiver on the play. But, man, Ferguson, it's like he's seen that one on film before.
Either that or he's just like, hey, I've played wide receiver before. I think he's going to run this route.
It's going to be a little out route here.
2nd and 10 from their own 30 for the Bears. 8:24 first quarter here on the Fan. Jepson in shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. Now he sends a man from the short side to the wide side. They're going to hand it off to Jones this side. He comes around. There's a holding call. The ref throws the flag, and the Bobcats stop him for a minimal gain. So Jones doesn't have anywhere to go. Great tackle there. I didn't catch who.
Jackson Bradley.
Jackson Bradley had a big game, or the last few games Bradley's had some good games.
He just has a nose for finding the ball. Jackson Bradley, he's had a lot of time playing varsity football, and it shows because he knows where to go.
Well, not that it matters, Rex, but I'm going to agree with Coach on this one. Even though it was a 1-yard gain and it would have been 3rd down and 9, Coach Howell says, let's play the field position game and knock them back 10 yards on the hold, back to the 20, and make it 2nd and long.
I think it's the right call, too. Now we'll see if it plays out that way.
So middle, it's right in between the hashes, the ball. 3 receivers to the left for Jepson on 2nd and long from their own 20. Takes the snap, play action pass, throws the screen. It's incomplete. It hit the lineman.
The pulling lineman, Nixon Weston.
He was trying to get out there to block for the screen, but Jepson had to let that go because of the blitz on the outside by the Bobcats.
Right, the Bobcats getting home, and now look at that. Now instead of 3rd and 9, now we're looking at 3rd and 19, or actually 20, right?
Yeah,
we're looking at 3rd and 20.
It's 3rd and 20 from their own 20.
It paid off.
Yeah, so 3rd and long, 2 receivers to each side. Jones in the backfield. You got to look for a draw here. As they try to draw Skyview off sides, the official says he didn't cross a plane.
Skyview about gave him 5.
Was that Spackman or Bradley?
It was Spackman.
He's on the outside blitzing. They're going to pass. So 3rd and long, they throw an out route. It's complete, but great tackle there. I think that's Tempest.
Yeah.
It was Tempest. Sean Tempest was right there to tackle. So great job tackling on the little out route for 9 yards. It will be 4th and 11.
Yeah, it was Colton Summers, the wide receiver for Bear River, throws that little comeback route over on the sideline. And like you said, John, one-on-one, Sean Tepes goes up and makes that play. That's how you win games, is having your DBs make plays one-on-one like that.
Clock down to 7:35, no scores. Jepson claps his hands. Now he backs up. Skyview sends someone back to receive this punt on 4th and 11. It's up the middle. Ooh. It's a line drive.
That got blocked.
And the ball rolls down to the 30. 29. You got to be careful with those low ones. If you watched on Cache Valley Daily last night, the Ridgeline game against Green Canyon, Ridgeline punted from their own end zone, and Will Wheatley, the defensive lineman, caught it and ran it in from 8 yards.
Yeah, and that was a low one there. That absolutely was a blockable punt. But luckily for Bear River, they end up getting a nice friendly roll, flip into field position. Battle of the defenses in this game so far.
So far, Bobcats will start at their own 28-yard line. No score, second possession for the Bobcats. 7:19 first quarter. Bobcats going right to left on your radio dial to the north. Fake the handoff. Thatcher rolling out. Now he throws an out route, and sliding catch is incomplete. He had the man, Zammel, in the flat, but he tried to go downfield to Brighton Williams. I think the right read would have been to Zammel.
Yeah.
He just had to wait a little bit more until the defender came off of him.
The original completion to Brighton Williams is going to be deeper, but I feel Garrett Zammel is going to get more yardage. He's got more green space ahead of him to make a catch and run there.
Yeah, Zammel was blocking, and then he came off that block, and the defensive end came down, or the linebacker. But anyway, 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats. Thatcher sends him out. There's Egbert, catches it on the flat. He gets some blocks. He's up to the 35, 40, 45, and upfield for the first down and more. Skyview with another first down. Here it is on replay as they go from the 27-yard line, the scoreboard said. So 15, 16, 17 yards on that pass play. As you can see, as it gets it out to Egbert on the pass.
It was that missed tackle there in space where Ferguson was out there blocking for him. That's really what sprung him for that big gain.
1st and 10 Bobcats. Thatcher hands it off. Egbert up the middle. No blocking. Great stuff there by the Bear River defensive line as they're in there. Number 74 getting off the pile.
I was just looking at our roster, John, and we don't have a 74,
but he made a great tackle there right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. So that good rushing attack of Egbert, who had I think he had about 180 yards rushing against Ridgeline last week with those 2 big plays.
Yeah, he had a 50 and change, and then maybe even another 50 and change that he broke off in that game.
One was for a touchdown and one inside the 10. So 2nd and 10 Bobcats. They're at the 46-yard line. 6:26 opening quarter, no score. Second drive for the Bobcats and Thatcher. 2 receivers stacked on each side. Handoff up the middle to Spackman. There's the thunder of the 2, and he got 2 yards.
That's a hard-fought 2 yards for Kason Spackman. I love what they did last game against Ridgeline. We hadn't seen Spackman get a whole lot of carries, but, man, when he came in that Ridgeline game, he went out there and set the physical tone. He was the thunder to the lightning, like you were saying, John. Egbert was breaking off the long, fast runs. Spackman was doing all the nitty-gritty work in the middle of the field.
So, again, 3rd down for the Bobcats and about 8. No score. They're at the 48-yard line, their own 48. Thatcher has 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's got time. He goes outside. He's got a man. That's Rigby. Complete. No, they say it was complete. Yeah, the Bear River Bears wanted incomplete, but it's complete down to the 14-yard line. Here's the replay.
Yeah, wow, what a ball by Carson Thatcher. He could not have walked this ball down the field and handed it to Brooks Rigby any cleaner. You'll see him look the safety off as he looks right, comes back left, fires that thing down the field, and look at this pass right over the shoulder, right in the money to Brooks Rigby.
38 yards on that big pass play to Brooks Rigby, and the Bobcats are inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. And Rigby was the lone receiver on this left side. So empty backfield, 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ferguson's going to take it on the Wildcat, puts his shoulder down and no gain, maybe a loss as he ran into the man in motion, and that kind of messed up the timing.
Yeah, it did. Ferguson, like you said, John, it just kind of it was just out of sorts right off the bat, and Ferguson's going to come out after that play. There was a big collision between him and Caleb Korth, the junior cornerback for Bear River.
So clock down to 5:08, first quarter. This is the deepest that any team has gotten in the game. They're at the 15-yard line, 2nd and 11 for the Bobcats at the 15 of Bear River, going right to left on the radio dial to the north here in Bear River. So Thatcher takes the snap. He's back to pass, looking for the end zone. He throws out there. It is picked off at the 5. Makes a move at the 10 to the 15 and reverses field and picked off at the 19, basically the 5, and returns it back to the 19 as he read Thatcher's eyes the whole way.
Yeah, Thatcher, you'll see on this play, Brighton Williams is going to go in motion out to the right side. He runs an out and up is what it's called. You're going to see Brighton Williams on the right side of this formation. He's going out right now, and then he bends it up. As soon as he bends it up, that allows that safety that's trailing to come and pick the ball off there for Bear River.
So with 4:39, the Bobcats were in business, but they throw the interception, so Jepson and the Bears take over at their own 19. Takes the shotgun snap, hands off to Jones. He bounces it outside, looking for room, and he's wrapped up and taken down after about a 2 or 3 yard gain and pushed back. He got up to about the 22. They do give him 3 yards to the 22.
Titan Jones just carving up the defense there. It's going to be hard fought in the middle. I think the interior linemen for Skyview, you're looking down there at those guys. I think they're going to hold their ground here in this game, but it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. 2nd down and about 7 for the Bears. Jepson goes down to get that one. He throws. It is incomplete. Great stick there by 14 for the Bobcats, Carver Ballard. It was too high for the receiver. He wouldn't have gotten any yards after the catch as he climbed the ladder, but incomplete, too high. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't going to catch it either, but I love Carver Ballard coming up there and being physical. Hey, if you're going to jump for the ball, I'm going to jump with you.
4:01 on the clock, first quarter, no score. This is the Bears' 3rd possession after the interception on the Bobcats. So at their own 23, 3rd down and 7. Jepson takes it. He's going to roll out to the left side. Back to pass. The blitz is on. He gets hit as he throws. It's picked off by Ferguson at the 25. And he runs it back to the 20. What a play as the defensive line got through and hit the quarterback, and that's what caused the interception, Rex.
Yep, absolutely. You'll see it here on the replay if you're watching on CashValleyDaily.com. If you're not, pull up your phone. Go to CashValleyDaily.com. You'll see the man go in motion here for Bear River. They're going to run this little out route here, and Ferguson from the safety position comes over here, undercuts this route, picks it off. Nice hands catch there, and nice little return, and just kind of you get one, I'll get one here.
That's right. So Ferguson gets it back for the Bobcats. Turnovers are big in any game, but this game tonight has shown each team turning it over. So Thatcher from the 20-yard line hands off to Egbert. Finds some room to the 15, to the 10, or he's knocked back at the 11. Not quite there. They're going to say his knee was down at the 12, so an 8-yard run for Egbert. That's his best run of the night.
Yeah, I mean, that finally puts him in the positive category on rushing. He's got 4 carries for 4 yards.
It's amazing. Skyview, maybe they're just going to have to try to wear down this Bear River Bear defensive line. 3:25 on the clock. No score. Skyview knocking on the door. They were just here before, but they threw an interception. They're at the 12-yard line of Bear River. 2nd down and about 2 yards for Thatcher. In shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He rolls out to the right side. He's got his man there. It's complete up to the 10, and he's tackled but stretches forward for the 1st down. So it'll be 1st and goal at about the 8-yard line. That was Taylor Lindley on the completion or reception, so about 5 yards for the 1st down.
Nice little pitch and catch there for the Skyview Bobcats.
Nice play call by Brant Reese. So 1st and 10 at the 8-yard line, or 1st and goal at the 8. Thatcher has 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, this west side, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Rigby on the right. Thatcher to Rigby. High points it. Oh, off his hands and incomplete as he has that 6-foot frame to go up and get the ball, but he couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, and you're underselling him, saying 6, but he's 6'4". But man, the way he went up there and climbed that ladder, that's the right read. Did you have Jackson Bradley on the catch before that?
I had Lindley.
Oh, Taylor Lindley. Okay,
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, Lindley with the 5-yard catch gave him the 1st down. Skyview's moved the ball okay. They just can't convert. They've got to convert here. 2nd and goal from the 8 of Bear River. 2:41, no score here in the opening quarter. Thatcher barks out the signals, gets the snap. He's going to run that shovel play inside. And the defensive lineman, that number 74, is there.
Man, 74 came to ball. I wish we had him on our roster because I'd love to give him some credit, but he's looking good out there.
That's a 1-yard gain. That's a pass on the shovel play to Egbert. We're going to have to try to ask Clint. He's just next to us when we have a break and find out who 74 is, if he's got it. 3rd and goal from the 7. Bobcats got to get into the end zone here. Thatcher back to pass. He throws outside to Rigby. Complete. Touchdown from 7 yards out. And the Skyview Bobcats strike first after the interception.
Okay, here's your replay on CashValleyDaily.com. They went for it once already with Rigby. He's clearly got a height advantage. You see him at the top of your screen on CashValleyDaily.com. Thatcher just throws this ball right over there, and he just says, hey, big fella, go up there and grab it. And here he goes with it and brings it down for the touchdown. What a catch.
Snap is back. Kick is on the way, and it does get through. So Skyview strikes first, 7-0 here in the first quarter with 2:07 here in the first. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Advanced Integrated Systems in Tremonton is looking for passionate technicians to join the team. Work with your hands daily to create custom next-level smart home experiences for each client. To learn more about our career paths and rewarding benefits, visit AISAV.com.
Defense helps win championships. That's true in business too. This is Dave Simmons. Les Olson IT is the best defense for your network. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services.
Les Olson IT.
Welcome back to Bear River High School. It's 7-0 Skyview. We just found out Clint Payne, the radio play-by-play for Bear River High School, his nephew Aiden Wilson is 74.
Okay, that makes sense.
So he had a great game last week at Logan and has another good one going tonight. So Skyview does strike first with 2:07 in the first quarter. 7-0 Bobcats as DeQuadros got the extra point and then boots this one into the end zone.
Wow.
Good job by DeQuadros. Hasn't gotten a lot of touchbacks, but that one was full of juice.
Yeah, there was no question on that one. When that thing left DeQuadros' foot, that thing was sailing. That was a great kickoff there by DeQuadros. And I always say it every game, John. I said it all the time when Automatic Erickson was out there kicking. You put your most explosive kids at kick returner. If you can take the most explosive kid out of a play, just like DeQuadros did there, man, that's huge.
So here we go, starting Bear River's drive at their own 20 with 2:07. They trail 7-0. Jepson takes the snap, handoff to Jones up the middle, and he's crunched at the 22, maybe the 23-yard line.
Not a lot going for Tyden Jones tonight. I mean, he gets a nice gain of 3 there. I got him down for 9 yards rushing is all in the game so far.
So it brings up a 2nd down and about 7 for the Bears as Jepson looks to the sideline. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Jones in the backfield with Jepson. 2nd down and 7 for the Bears from their own 23. Back has the snap. He's looking. Now the pocket breaks down, and a holding call again as Skyview hits him after a 3-yard gain, but this one's coming back.
Bear River having a hard time getting out of their own way.
Yeah, unless it's a holding, or excuse me, a face mask on the Bobcats, but they call holding. So it's on the Bears, and it's a holding penalty in the backfield, so you'll accept that because it's about 4 yards in the backfield. You'll accept that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw Coach Howell take one of those holding penalties on a previous drive for Bear River, and that definitely worked out in Skyview's favor then, too.
So a holding penalty pushes them back, and that's been, like you said, Rex, you described it perfectly. They can't get out of their own way, Bear River. So 2nd and long at their own 9. Jepson has 3 receivers to the right. He hands it off up the middle. Skyview wraps him up at the 15, so about a 6-yard gain for Jones that time. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
Nice combo tackle there for Cam Carling and Kason Spackman. Just, man, Tyden Jones, I think he's going to have to try to wear down this defensive line. You're going to have to try to keep giving him the ball because it's just not working up the middle right now.
So they're at the 15-yard line. They need to get to the 30, so 3rd and 15 from their own 15, same formation, 3 receivers to the right for Jepson. Takes the snap, back to pass, has time. He throws out there. He's got a man out there. It is tipped and almost caught, incomplete, and a penalty again.
I do not love this call. I understand why it happened, but I don't love it. I'm going to go ahead and replay it too. I feel like I think it was Ballard, wasn't it? It was Carver Ballard.
Yep.
I feel like he's in great position. The bad part is the ball was actually underthrown by Riker Jepson, so the receiver, number 7, Owen Olson, has to come back to it, and that's where Carver initiates the contact at that.
Well, I'll tell you what, Owen Olson has drawn 2 pass interference against Skyview's DBs, and so Skyview's got to watch where Owens is because that gives them a first down. That incompletion, Skyview would have taken over with great field position. Instead, they get the 15 yards, and they'll have the first down, I believe. We'll see, though.
If Riker Jepson had more arm there, Owen Olson, I mean, he's burning down the sideline. Him and Carver Ballard are running down that thing. If he puts more air under that thing and leads them a little further, maybe it's not just a PI. Maybe at that point it might even be a touchdown.
So that gives you a first down on the pass interference. From their own 30 now, Jepson, 1st and 10. He's going to fake the handoff now. He's going to run up the middle, makes a couple of Bobcats missed, and then he's pushed back as he gets to the 34, a 4-yard gain. Clock running to 35 seconds in the first quarter, 7-0 Skyview.
Riker Jepson a little slow to get up after that Castle Light rock-hard tackle of the game there, potentially, for number 4, Jackson Bradley. So
Castellite, Coldwater, Stone, and Tremonton is part of the Castellite family. If you're looking for a new look for your current home or building, it's Castellite. So 2nd and 5, handoff to Jones, trying to find some room. He tries to bounce it outside, and he stood up, and then a flag comes in. That looks like a face mask to me, the way the ref threw it, but it could be a hold on Bear River. We'll see, as Jones didn't get anywhere, so the flag is on the play. It's going to be a hold.
Yeah, Jackson Bradley in there again with a stop.
This is the 3rd holding penalty on Bear River, and again, penalties have played a big role because Skyview's had 2 PI calls that have resulted in first downs.
Right.
And then Bear River, when they get some momentum, then they go back because of the holding penalties.
Yeah, they're coming off that high game that they had against Logan, and I expected them to be a little bit more explosive and a little cleaner after a game like that, but it's just not working.
So 5 seconds, they roll the clock. They're not going to run another play. That's going to end the quarter. So at the end of 1 quarter, they'll reverse the side of the field, but it's Skyview 7, Bear River nothing, and we'll be back right after this to start the 2nd quarter.
Greer's Do It Best Hardware has been providing do-it-yourselfers and professionals all their hardware needs for over 4 decades. They are always adding new inventory, so there's no need to go out of town for your hardware needs with Greer's Do It Best Hardware in town. Come see their new location in the Tremont Center next to Results Gym.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
When disaster overwhelms you, let ARS restore your peace of mind. Call 753-9600 or go to our website at arscleanup.com.
Welcome back to Bear River High School. It's 7-0 Bobcats as we start the 2nd quarter. We do have one score update from the Logan game. We'll get to that after this 2nd and long play for the Bears as the Mustangs are at Logan High School. We'll get to that score. From their own 22-yard line, or 23-yard line, Bear River Bears 2nd and long. 7-0 Skyview. Jepson back to pass on 2nd and long. Bobcats only rush 3. Passes to the outside. Complete. That could have been pass interference offensive. They had 2 receivers there, and the one receiver that didn't catch the ball was already blocking.
He was
already
screened
blocking.
Ferguson out on the place. Ferguson just fired off to go get that thing, but yeah, like you said, Johnny, ran into the other receiver.
11-yard pass play there for the Bears. Brings up 3rd and about 7. False start. As the lineman just got up for whatever reason, I don't know.
Did you catch who the receiver was on that
didn't.
play? I think it was Weston Ballard. I'm going to give him credit.
So we do have a score update. We want to thank our sponsors for the game. Great Basin Graphics bring you this game. End of the 1st quarter, Mountain Crest leads at the end of the first quarter at Logan 7-0. And they are knocking on the door, apparently. 3rd down and 11 now. Ball back to the 29. Skyview leads here 7-0. Start of the second quarter. Bear River back to pass. That's Jepson. The blitz is on. He's cut in half. And almost a one-handed grab by Sean Tempest. My goodness, as Jepson just got cut in half in the backfield.
He did. Here's the replay for you. Wow, what a play by the Skyview defense. Watch the middle backer here. He comes untouched up the middle.
Was that?
I think it's Bradley that comes on the blitz. And barely they get a little piece of him. He hits him right in the gut.
Look at that.
I mean, I love that it glitched right there, too, because it looked like it paused it. I like that. What a play by Sean Tempest.
About picked it off with one hand at midfield. 4th and 11. They are going to punt it away. It's a low-line drive. Bounces at the 45. Skyview picks it up, and he fumbles. Now he retains it. He's to the 40. He's still on his feet to the 45 of Bear River. He fumbled that at the 35. Got it back about 10 yards. I believe that was...
it was Ramsey Vickers.
Oh, yeah, and there is a penalty marker at the 32. Nice eyes. Back by the line of scrimmage or downfield.
It was Spackman and Riker Jepson. Something was being said between the two of them after the play.
Well... So it should be Skyview ball, we assume, if it was a dead ball foul, but that looked like it was still going on, so we'll see. Personal foul. Oh, helmet to helmet, so it's on Skyview, so that's what that was. Helmet to helmet on the block or a blindside block or something.
Yeah.
So 15 yards from the 40, well, from the 45, I guess, to the 30. So it will be Skyview ball, though. They lead 7-0, but Skyview got the blindside block. Own 30-yard line where Skyview takes over with 11:20 in the second. Skyview has it. They hand off to Egbert. He's got the edge this time. He's up the sideline to the 35 and the 40 before he's taken down right at the sticks. So he got about 11 or 12. It will be a first down. He finally got the edge tonight, Rex, on that play. So an 11-yard rush.
Yeah, his biggest rush of the game so far. I mean, we're only at 11-13 in the second quarter, but that's got to feel good to get an 11-yard carry there for Brevin Egbert. Get things going after such explosive runs against Ridgeline.
So at their own 41, 7-0 Skyview, 11 minutes to go in the half. First possession of the second quarter for the Bobcats. Thatcher has it, 2 receivers to the right. Fakes the handoff. He's going to throw on the slant. It's complete at the 50, and another first down to Ferguson. He's got an explosive of about 17 yards from the 40-yard line. They marked it at the...
Ferguson's down, too.
Good.
Holding his back.
A good catch there by Ferguson.
It was a great catch.
Just off his fingertips as you got the replay here, Rex, from the 41-yard line. You can see him catch it at midfield, and then as he's popped... kind of his back stretched when he hit the ground across the 45 of Bear River. So 14, 15, 16, I think where they're marking it at about an 18-yard pass play for a first down, but Ferguson's still down. Hopefully he'll be okay. You don't want to see him get injured because he's so much for the Bobcats. We're going to take a break at 7-0 Bobcats.
When disaster overwhelms you, let ARS restore your peace of mind. Call 753-9600 or go to our website at arscleanup.com.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace. Call Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning at 752-7272. Online at advancedheating-ac.com. York, install confidence.
So 7-0 Bobcats. Ferguson did walk off with some help, but hopefully we see him back. 1st and 10 Bobcats in Bear River territory. Thatcher back to pass. He's going to throw back to Egbert across the field and just underthrew him. Otherwise, that's for another probably first down or more.
I don't know why. I watched Brevin Egbert that entire play. I just singled in on him, and he was burning to that for that throwback pass there, and it was there. Thatcher just didn't quite have enough mustard under it to get it to him.
Well, it's worked. We've seen that throwback. It's not really a screen, but that throwback pass, and it's worked for Skyview the last few years. 2nd and 10 from the 44 of Bear River. 10:37 in the first half, 7-0 Skyview. Thatcher kind of in a pistol look. Turns around, fakes the handoff. He's got pressure in his face. He throws downfield, incomplete. As it hits the defender, There's a bunch of whistles. Is there a penalty marker somewhere?
Well, there could have been, because Ramsey Vickers was out there kind of blocking. He knew the ball wasn't going to him. That play was designed for Brighton Williams the whole way. But Ramsey Vickers puts his hands on the defender down the field. No call that we can see on the field, though.
Well, then it's kind of similar to what we saw with Bear River, because they did sign something similar when Ferguson got shielded off.
Right.
So the officials let that go. Big 3rd and 10 here for the Bobcats. They're at the 44 of Bear River. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Running back on the hip of Thatcher. Back to pass. The blitz is on. They pick it up. Pass to the sticks is complete for the Bobcats and taken out of bounds. Is that Rigby out there?
Yeah, that's Brooks Rigby out there with the reception. Nice 10-yard gain. Move the sticks.
So from the 44, they get up to the 33, an 11-yard pass play for the first.
That was a good ball by Thatcher, too. That thing, he had to throw that far to go from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. That was a great throw.
And the Bobcats picked up the blitz up the middle, too. So 1st and 10 at the 33 of Bear River. Thatcher turns around, hands it off to the running back. That's, I think, Spackman.
Yeah.
Up to the 30. Rex had the good eyes that time and caught that it was Spackman. So up to the 30, a 3-yard gain for Spackman. So this is what Skyview did last week, Rex, to Ridgeline. They just controlled the ball and that time of possession, and it really just threw Ridgeline off and wore them down.
Yeah, a little bit of thunder and lightning attack with the 2 running backs, but man, Thatcher's been throwing some good balls tonight too.
Clock down to 9:33, 7-0 first half. 2nd down and 7 for the Bobcats at the 30-yard line of Bear River. Thatcher back to pass, wide open, complete. Flag comes flying in on the opposite side of the field where Zamel was. It's so far away from the play. We'll see what the call is. I mean, it's so far away from the play, I think if they call anything on Skyview, I just think that's a bogus call. Or actually, even if it's on Bear River, it's really bogus because it's so far away.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's a personal foul. But they are talking to Bear River, so I think it's going to be on Skyview. Let's see what the call is. But that's a really lame call by the lines judge.
An eligible receiver downfield.
No, I think he called a helmet shot.
No, it
was ineligible.
It was
okay.
on top, yeah.
So that one is not a bogus call. That one's legit. I'll take that one. You don't want it, but that one is fine.
Right.
But it was away from the play. So 2nd down and 11 for the Bobcats at the 34, 35-yard line. Handoff. Brevin Egbert trying to get the edge. He gets upfield, but just a minimal gain of 1, maybe 2, depending on the spot. They're going to give him 1, so it'll be 3rd and 10.
My player of the game so far for Bear River is Hayden Wilson. I mean, man, that kid is flying around making plays, number 74 for Bear River.
Oh, I told you wrong. Aiden with an A.
Aiden.
Sorry, I told you. I told you Hayden, but it's Aiden.
All right.
But, yeah, you're
Got
right.
it corrected.
Yeah, my bad.
Either way, that dude came here to play some football tonight.
3rd and 10 Bobcats. 8th play of the drive that started at their own 30. Clock down to 8:44 here in the first half. 7-0 Skyview. They're at their Bear River 33, the original line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the left for the Bobcats. Off the right hash, Thatcher back to pass. He's got time. He throws. He's got Rigby out there. Complete. No, he wasn't in bounds. He didn't get a foot down. Incomplete. That was down by the 10. So 4th down, wow, he was out there.
I know the Skyview faithful want to see that one on replay. They want to decide for themselves if that was a catch or not. I thought it was clean, but it was a good play by the defender to push him towards that sideline.
Oh, he did.
He definitely had.
He had the left foot down.
He definitely had a left foot down.
He had his left foot down in bounds. His right foot hit the white chalk, and that's what it was. The person who saw that. So it's 4th down and 10. Bobcats look to be going for it, Rex. It looks like, as you've got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Thatcher in shotgun. They are going for it. Thatcher back to pass. Plenty of time. He throws. It is complete. 1st down to the 21 with his forward progress. Skyview on 4th and 10. What a gamble. They get the 1st down.
Yeah, and they gambled and it paid off. And how good is it to see Ferguson back in there?
That was Fergie. Okay, so from the 33-yard line down to the 22, an 11-yard pass play for the first. He's such a big target, Rex.
He is, and what I love about Michael Ferguson is he catches the ball with his hands. Very rarely does he ever let that ball come to his body where it can bounce off his shoulder pads. He catches it, big, strong hand catches every time.
And he runs crisp routes because he always creates separation there on those hook patterns. 1st and 10 from the Bear River 22, 7-0 Skyview, under 8 minutes here in the first half. Going to the south. Bobcats, play action pass. They throw it complete to Egbert to the 20, the 15, and he's lassoed down. And it's actually number 6. Sorry, that 15, Garrett Zammel, down to the 15. I promise that I did get an eye checkup. And
it's hard. Am I holding a 1.5 or a 5+1? It's hard.
I actually got new contact lenses when I went in. They not that anyone really cares, but if they do listening,
sure they do.
They told me that you're more blind than before. So 2nd and 3 after the 7-yard pass play to Zammel. Bobcats at the 15-yard line. 2 running backs in there. Fergie keeps it on the Wildcat, and he's taken down for a loss.
Man, Wildcat is not working.
A loss of 3 back to the 18. It will bring up 3rd down.
I got Ferguson for 2 Wildcat carries for -4. No, he's got a 13. Sorry, that matched his number, so it threw me off.
Clock running down to 6:44, 7-0 Bobcats. This is going to be 3rd and a loss of 3, so 3rd and 6 for the Bobcats. Inside the 20 here. They're about at this 18-yard line. Back to pass. He throws for the end zone, and that's got to be PI. Catches it in the back of the end zone, incomplete. Where's the flag? They pushed the Skyview receiver.
That's the hand fighting that we saw earlier in the game. It's a hand fight downfield. It went the other way previously. Yep. Now it goes that way. Caleb de Quadros is going to come out for this one, well within his range.
Yeah, you got to call it both ways, though.
Holder on this play will be Jet Ballard, the senior wide receiver.
They mark it down at the 24, so a 34-yard line in between the hashes. 3 of 4 on the season for De Quadros in field goals. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is on the way. It looks good, and it is, wide right. He missed it, he pushed it. No good. A 34-yard field goal goes wide right.
Man, plenty of leg behind it, and from our point of view, we're on the far north side of this press box. It looked like that thing was going true, but it ended up swinging wide right.
So Bear River will take over at their own 20. Skyview, a great drive, and they get nothing out of it. With 6:25 here in the first half, they still lead 7-0. So Bear River will take over again. Haven't really had a lot go their way. They've had 3 or 4 holding penalties in the first half. They've got 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, 1 to the left for Jepson on 1st and 10 from their own 20. They take the snap. They're going to keep it himself following Jones. He faked the handoff to Jones and then just followed him through the hole on the right side. Short gain of 2.
I'm surprised the Riker Jepson runs haven't worked better than they have. I mean, he's only got 9 yards rushing for the Bears. And especially, too, you're running behind Tyden Jones. That gives you an extra blocker when your quarterback keeps the ball like that. It's just not working.
I think Skyview got a lot of positive vibes after they had a great run defense against Ridgeline last week. Under 6 minutes to play. They do the quick jet sweep, and Skyview strung it out and knocked him out of bounds for a minimal gain, maybe to the 23. They're going to mark him maybe. They said he stepped out at the 24, so another 2 yards, and it will be 3rd and 6.
Brooks Rigby was an absolute bulldozer on that play. He was getting blocked out on the edge by number 5, Colton Summers, and he just took him and shoved him straight back into the backfield to make that tackle on Jace Roberts.
So empty backfield, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left for Jepson on 3rd and down. The blitz is on, and they get away from it. Jepson upfield for the first down, and he's shy of the first. He got to the 29. He's shy. He needed 6 yards. He got 5. It'll be 4th and 1.
That might have been one of the more electric plays we've seen, too, and it was kind of a broken play there.
Skyview dove for his feet but was a yard shy, and then Jepson just kind of did a little jig around him, so it's 4th down. And the way Jepson reacted when he got the play call there, I think they're going to punt. He wanted to go for it, but he just kind of, I don't know, maybe he'll punt. 4th and 1, 3 receivers. They're at the 29. Timeout by Coach Hal from the sideline, and maybe that will give Trampus Waite some time to think about it, and then he'll go for it. We'll take a break. It's Skyview 7 with 4:42 left in the first half. It's 7-0 Skyview.
At Cast-A-Lite, you'll choose from a huge selection of pavers and receive help from experts. You'll see just how easy it is to do it yourself. For brick, block, rock, paver, and tile, go where the pros go. Online at castalite.com.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner.
This is Craig Adams.
Coming back a little bit quick out of the break as it's 4th and 1, and now they look like they're going for it here. As Jepson backs up, 3 receivers right. They're at their 29. They got to get to the 30. Hard count, nobody moves for the Skyview defensive line. Now he backs up to punt. And he gets the punt away. It's blocked! Skyview blocks it at the 24. Again, those low line drives. Ridgeline did the same thing, and Green Canyon blocked one. It was Will Whitley who took it in from 8 yards. That one's low line drive, and Skyview blocked it right at the line of scrimmage.
We were calling for a block on the last one because it was so low, and here it is on the replay on CashValleyDaily.com. You're going to see Riker Jepson step back. He's now going to become a punter, not the quarterback. And, man, this thing just really low, gets a hand up there, blocks it, and look at the nice recovery there by Skyview too. Great starting field position for the Bobcats.
If you're a Bear River fan, I wonder if you question, not because it was blocked, but you question that on 4th and 1. Skyview throws, they fake it, and they got a man out there, incomplete. Thatcher had him out of bounds.
Yeah, good catch by Brighton Williams. Great play design too. It's a fake screen and out and up there by Brighton Williams. Thatcher puts the ball out there where he needs to. He just floats it a little too far, and there is a penalty on the play.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Probably an illegal man downfield.
Typically, that's what we've been seeing.
Well, it's a holding penalty because it's in the backfield, so it's 2 yards in the backfield. Well, actually, I thought the line of scrimmage was 25, so it's from the 26.
Wow.
So it was about 6 yards in the backfield is the hold, and it's a spot penalty, so it's a 16-yard penalty. So it's 1st and long. Ball is back at the 43 of Bear River. 4:28 left in the first half. 7-0 Skyview. But they're at the Bear River 43-yard line. Fake the handoff to Egbert. Slant pattern to Ferguson, and it's tipped down and nearly picked off.
Yeah, great play there by the defensive end. Talon Marble, he couldn't get there quick enough. It's a quick slant, puts his hands up and blocks it.
And they're lucky Bear River blocked it at the line of scrimmage. That slant route, there was no safety back. Ferguson would have been to the house.
Yeah, he would have been gone.
He had beat his man on that slant route, and there was no safety back for Bear River.
Yeah, that would have been a house call.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for the Bobcats on 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and long, just out of the backfield to Egbert. Oh, what a big hit.
Ooh, that's a Cast-A-Lite rock hard tackle right there.
Yeah, out of bounds. He met number 15, Talon Marble. It was Egbert and Marble. What a crunch there. So I don't know how many yards that was, Rex.
Yeah,
hopefully you did.
Yeah.
It's about 6 yards, we'll call it. 6-yard pass play to Egbert. Ball is at the 38. 3rd down and long for the Bobcats. They got to get all the way down to the 16-yard line, and they're at the 38 of Bear River. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. 4:16 left in the first half. 3rd and long. Plenty of time. He throws out there. He's got Rigby in the end zone. Touchdown! From 38 yards, Brooks Rigby having a big game.
Man, Brooks Rigby just left the defender in the dust. When you watch this replay on CashValleyDaily.com, check out the tight spiral in the air here by Carson Thatcher. O-line gives him plenty of time. Egbert picks up a blitzer, and this ball just sails down there. Rigby beats the defender, catches it on the R in the end zone for another 6 for the Bobcats.
13-0. Rigby's been all alone on these touchdown catches, one-on-one, and he's taken advantage of it, and Thatcher put it right on the dime that time. Extra point is up and good. Great hold by Ballard, and the Bobcats with 4:08 lead, 14-0 here in the first half. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Central Milling, Gilt Edge Flour, and Wheatland Seed are local companies who produce high-quality organic flour for home and commercial kitchens. Rest assured, when you purchase one of their products, you'll get the very best. Central Milling in Logan, Wheatland Seed in Collinston, Gilt Edge Flour in Richmond.
The Bobcats lead 14-0. They're rolling right here on homecoming night in Bear River. We've mentioned it before, Rex. It's a bad omen in Region 11 to have homecoming because you're going to lose. As Skyview lost their homecoming, Ridgeline lost their homecoming, Mountain Crest lost their homecoming.
Logan lost theirs, right?
Logan is losing theirs now to Mountain Crest. At least the last score we had, and Bear River's losing theirs 14-0. De Quadros pops it up there. It's going to be returnable inside the 5 for Bear River. Tries to get back to the middle of the field to the 10. He breaks a tackle. He's to the 15, the 20. Oh, and he's tripped up from behind. He gets near the 30-yard line. Skyview got lucky. Great return for Bear River.
I think it was Ramsey Vickers that had the touchdown-saving tackle there. And this is what we were talking about, that last one that Kalebi De Quadros put in the end zone. It's so valuable to take away those explosive plays like that. Just falls short of putting it in the end zone there, and they're able to get a return out of it.
3:59 remains in the half. It's 14-0 Skyview. If I can find a Mountain Crest score, we'll get you that. I do have one, so I'll get it to you after this play. Jepson back to pass on 1st and 10. He throws the out route. It's fluttering out there. Incomplete as it just came out of his hand a little bit awkwardly.
Yeah, slipped out. Just looked like a wounded duck flying out there. Colton Summers was the intended receiver, but Sean Tempest right there in coverage. Even if that is a good ball, I think Sean's going to make that tackle.
So McDonald's is a sponsor of our player of the game. They bring you this update. Mountain Crest 14, Logan nothing in the first half. So 14-0 Mustangs in the other region game going on. Jepson on 2nd and 10 is going to hand it off to Jones. Breaks one tackle in the backfield, trying to get outside. He's bumped, but he gets about 4 yards from the 29 to the 34.
I love that play there by Tempest again. He's moving laterally, and he's not going up and attacking Jones. He's letting Jones come to him and makes a good solid tackle.
So it'll bring up 3rd down, clock running at 3:33. 3rd down and 5 from their 34-yard line, a 5-yard gain for the Bears. 3rd and 5, 3:25, 14-0 Skyview. Jepson, empty backfield. Back to pass. Looking, a holding call. Let's see if they called it. They don't. Skyview gets through. Jepson throws, and he just throws it away, and it's incomplete. Great coverage by the Bobcats. It should have been holding for the on the Bears. 72 Palmers got through for the Bobcats. The junior chased Jepson down and forced that incompletion.
Satili Palmer, he's been getting in there. He's been getting close. He hasn't got home yet, but I wouldn't be surprised to see 72 for the Bobcats get a sack at some point in this game.
3:10, clock stopped. Empty backfield again for Jepson on 4th down. Low snap. He's going to punt it, and he does get it away from the Bobcats. Down to the 30, inside the 25. Vickers picks it up, and he fumbled it again, but he got knocked out of bounds at the 30.
Bit of a dangerous play there by
Very
Vickers.
much. But they're going to mark him out of bounds, I think, at the 28.
Not a lot of, there really wasn't a lot of room to make anything happen with that either, but I do get, you're trying to, it's a game of inches, and if you can save a couple yards on a roll, might as well.
So 2:59 left in the half. Skyview leads 14-0 at the 28. Their own 28. They lead 14-0. Empty backfield, 2 men in motion, so this one's going to be an illegal motion. They just flared it out to Egbert, but 2 men in motion that time as Egbert started early, and the man in the slot was kind of moving outside too when Thatcher got that snap. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, they can accept it, never mind, because it was probably a 1-yard pass play to Egbert. Let's see what Coach Waite does.
If he wants it. There's a little bit of a discussion on if Coach Trampus-Waite wants that or not.
Let's see. Illegal motion. Bobcats declined, so it will bring up a 1-yard. So that 1-yard pass play to Egbert will count.
Better put it on the stat sheet.
Don't want to shortchange him.
No way.
So the ball's at the 29. It will be 2nd down and 9 for the Bobcats. The clock is at 2:53. It's stopped right now. The official's not going to start it, so it will start on the snap of the ball from the 29-yard line, second down and 9. 2 receivers out there for the Bobcats. Hand off to Egbert. He finds a seam, 20, 30. Ooh, he nearly broke it as he got up to the 41, 42-yard line from the 29. So 13 yards for the first down.
That was a nice run there by Brevin Egbert. That could have been a house call. Speaking of house calls, when you need someone to fix a leak quickly, call Mike Knorr Plumbing at 257-0646. He's trying to find his logo. There we go. Throw it up on the screen.
2:30 remaining. Clock running. 14-0 Bobcats. Hand off to Egbert again on 1st and 10. He tries to get outside. He breaks one tackle, and Bear River strings it out, but he's still on his feet. Bear River had him twice, and they couldn't wrap him up and pull him down as Egbert gets up near the 45. We'll see where they mark it. It's on the far side of the field. We can't tell where he stepped out. So the 44. So it was a short gain as they were stringing it out, but somehow Egbert got positive yards out of that.
That's a hard-fought 4.
Well, let's see. From the 42 was the original, so 2 yards on the rush. But he ran a lot more as he tried to get outside, as he ran from one side to the other. 2nd and 8 from the 44 for the Bobcats, their own 44. 2:15 left in the first half, 14-0. Play-action pass. Thatcher rolls out, throws incomplete. Williams snagged it, but he was clear out of bounds. And then a marker comes flying in. That's got to be a man downfield because it's on the opposite side of the field there, Rex.
Yeah, it's kind of lucky for Brighton that the sideline players there for Bear River were there, because he might have went and met that bench if they weren't there to slow him down.
This game brought to you by Old Gristmill. They are the sponsor of our Old Gristmill bread and butter play of the game. Old Gristmill. Stay tuned after the game. Your chance to win 4 loaves of bread from the Old Grist Mill. So there was an ineligible receiver downfield. This one is accepted. Back to the 39. Man, for a game that you're 3 games into the region season, a lot of penalty markers tonight.
Yeah, there is.
So ball back at the 39. Thatcher rolls out. He's going to throw back, and he's got a man out there, incomplete. Thatcher, when he's missed his receivers tonight, it's been too much. He's got a lot of juice on those passes.
He does. He's feeling pumped after throwing a couple touchdowns on the night.
Yeah, for as many passes as he's missed long, that pass was a thing of beauty. The second touchdown to Rigby from 38 yards out just floated that baby right into the arms of Rigby for pay dirt the second time.
Dare I say a candidate for the Old Gristmill bread and butter play of the game?
Possibly. 3rd down and long for the Bobcats. Thatcher back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He throws. He's got a man wide open. Incomplete.
Oh, sailed it.
The receiver kind of stopped his route out there and just kind of got turned around. Thatcher put where he thought he was running to, but Zamel just kind of
that's
turned
hard
the
to
wrong
say.
way.
It's hard to say without knowing the play call and the route that was supposed to be ran, who that's actually on. But Thatcher, like you said, Johnny, when he's missing long, and it's better to miss long than short. I will say that.
Well, he did get hit right at the end, so maybe that made him sell it because he knew he was going to get hit. So 4th and long.
We got him for 154 yards passing and 2 touchdowns so far.
So back to high snap. He has to climb the ladder. He gets it away. They run into him. That's a penalty, but it will be just running into the 5 yards. Skyview will punt again. This is a good roll.
I don't know.
As it rolls all the way down to the 15. If they call roughing, which I don't think they will, I don't know, is there 2 separate ones in high school?
We're about to find out, John.
They definitely ran into Spackman. If there's just a roughing one and it's a...
They're going to go over and talk to Coach Howell about it, and he's going to make a decision here.
Napa Auto Parts, they sponsor the best part of the game, and it's 14-0 Skyview. And the other game going on, Mountain Crest leads 14-0. I think they'll decline the penalty and take the punt, Rex. Yep. They did. So it must just be like a running into the and a roughing.
Right. And that's the right call, because Spackman got a hold of that. Nice bounce going down the field. Go out there, have the defense do their job. They just got a hold. They got the clock on their side with 1:47 left in this first half.
A 46-yard punt. But where he punted from, it's a lot longer, but the line of scrimmage makes it 46. As they start at their own 15 with 1:47. Bear River does. 1st and 10. They trail 14-0. Skyview with the lead. Jepson's going to hand off to Jones, trying to get outside. He's turned back inside. He's got some room, and then taken down. Skyview did the right thing, turning him inside, but nobody was there to make the tackle. A 10-yard first rush for a first down.
And Joshua Koch, the senior, he just got himself a pancake on that play for Bear River.
Second down, first and 10 again for the Bears. They hand off to Jones again. He bounces this one outside. Stiff arms an opponent of the Bobcats, but he stays in bounds at the 32. So from the 26 up to the 32, 6 yards.
That play actually was kind of blown up by Bear River's offensive line. Both guards pulled opposite directions and ran into each other.
So clock running at 1:10. 14-0 Skyview. Empty backfield for Jepson on first and 10. He's going to run it up the middle. And Skyview tackles him, but he's near a first down. I think he's got it. So from the 32-yard line to the 37, we'll give him the 5 yards for a first. So the clock's under a minute, 59 seconds in the first half. First and 10, they reset the chains, clock moving. Jepson back to pass. Pocket breaks down. He rolls out to the right side. Still running. And gets bounced out of bounds. Skyview just pushes him out. He gains about 2. 47 seconds on the clock. We'll see where they mark it. So from the 37 to the 38, so only a 1-yard gain on that run.
Yeah, Riker, once he rolled out to the right, he's got his eyes downfield. There's nothing there. Great coverage downfield by the Bobcats. He wisely just runs that thing out of bounds, stop the clock, and get another play in.
So at the 38, their own 38, second down and 8. They gave him 2. I'm going to give him 1. Second and 9 for the Bears. Back to pass. Jepson rolls out, gets a block from Jones. He throws. It's complete to the 45, 50, first down and more as he's knocked out of bounds in Skyview territory at the 46.
Nice play there by number 6, the wide receiver. That's Weston Ballard.
So a 16-yard pass play there for the Bears with 40 seconds as he got out of bounds to stop the clock. He's at the Skyview 46, first and 10. 2 receivers to each side for Jepson. Got a running back in the backfield. 14-0 Skyview. Back to pass, Jepson. The blitz is on up the middle. Jepson backpedals, throws it away, incomplete. Good play by Jepson. He doesn't take the sack. As Spackman tried to help Jepson up, but Jepson was trying to catch his breath.
What a hit by Kason Spackman. Man, of all the kids on that defense, that's probably the first one I pick that I would not want to get hit by.
Well, I would go with Taylor Lindley, too, as a candidate. Jackson Bradley also. Well, actually, I wouldn't want to get hit by any of these guys.
Right.
Jepson's a tough boy.
For sure not the linebacker core, though.
Yeah, second and 10. Bears from their own 46. Back to pass. Blitz comes in. Complete over the middle for a first down. Up to the 35 and then pushed back. They're going to say at the 33. So a 13-yard gain for a first down, and now a timeout with 27 seconds.
That's Jace Roberts with the reception.
This is their best drive, Rex, for the Bears. They've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 first downs, and this will be the 8th play of the drive coming up.
Yeah, I mean, they got a little momentum. They definitely have the clock working against them, but now they're in Skyview territory, down 14-0 on their homecoming with 27 seconds left in this first half. They gotta, if you're Bear River, you gotta get something going into half.
As you saw in the last commercial break on CashValleyDaily.com, Central Milling is a great sponsor of high school sports for Bear River. Central Milling in Logan produces high-quality flour for home and commercial kitchens. It's Central Milling. Again, 14-0 Skyview here after the timeout. 27 seconds remain in the half. This would be a big boost for Bear River if they could get this. Skyview will get the ball to start the second half, so this would be a huge boost for the Bears if they can get some points on the board going into the half. Skyview wants to hold them out. So empty backfield for Jepson. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Jepson back to pass. Throws. It is. I think that's Carver Ballard.
Yeah.
He was looking for the tackle. If he keeps his eyes on the ball, he has a pick 6.
Yeah, he could be going on that one. That one he just Jepson sailed that, and Ballard was right there to make a play on it. But like you said, John, he's thinking tackle, which if I want you thinking tackle first.
Yeah, 2 receivers to each side. Ball is at the 33-yard line of Skyview. 14-0 Skyview leads. 24 seconds. Second and 10. Jepson back to pass. The blitz is on, and he is tangled. Now he throws it. He never got out of the pocket. That's
he's in the pocket. That's grounding.
That's got to be intentional grounding there. And there's the flag. Okay. He threw the ball, but he was inside the tackle box.
Right, and that's a great play if you're outside the tackle box. That's as smart a play as you can make, but it is intentional grounding when you're inside the pocket like he was there.
And they did change the rule a little bit, and we had an official talk to us the first game of the season at Skyview, and he just didn't quite get out of that imaginary box.
Yeah, if you get outside your left or your right tackle, go ahead and chuck the ball. I think it does have to go past the line of scrimmage. But as long as you chuck the ball, get it past the line of scrimmage, you're okay to do that. But where Riker Jepson was located on that play, it's going to be a penalty every time.
This one's huge. 10-yard loss, Rex. Knocks you out of field goal range, and it's a loss of down. So 3rd and long for Jepson. 2 receivers to each side. Ball is at the 42 of Skyview. Back to pass. Jepson, he's got plenty of time. Now he's going to roll to the left. Now it breaks down. He dumps it off. It's complete, but he's bounced out of bounds at the 33-yard line, 34-yard line. So it was a gain of about 10.
Got that penalty back there.
Yep. Well, they gave him 9, but 9-yard pass play, 10 seconds in the half, and it's 4th down and 11 at the 34-yard line. They've got one play. You think that it's going to go to the end zone here. 4th and 11 with 10 seconds to go. Skyview leading 14-0. Jepson back to pass. The blitz is on. Jepson steps up in the pocket, and he is running for his life. He fumbles, and the ball's on the turf. They don't get the first down. It will be a turnover on downs with 2 seconds left. It won't matter anyways, as Skyview, great job by Coach Hal, the defensive coordinator, as he dialed up the blitz that time.
Yeah, he dialed up the blitz. The safeties and corners did their jobs. There's nothing there for Riker. He had a moment to kind of look, but, I mean, there is nothing there the way that the defensive backs were playing on the play.
So a turnover on downs. Skyview will take over with 2 seconds. You assume they're just going to down this one, though.
Yeah, that would be my assumption.
So ball is at the 30-yard line with 2 seconds. And they do. They take the snap and down it. And that's going to be halftime. Skyview at the half. They lead the Bears 14-0 at halftime. Skyview with a good two passing touchdowns to Rigby in the first half, and Skyview leads 14-0. We're going to take a break and come back with some halftime stats. We'll have the halftime score of the Mountain Crest game and more. That's all coming up here on CashValleyDaily.com and The Fan.
Now is the time to head over to Cache Valley Auto Care, because when your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East, 1175 North.
Rudd Funeral Home is a family-owned business. They know how difficult it is when a loved one passes on. They'll walk you through every step with genuine care and compassion. They'll pay attention to the details. Let their family serve your family in your time of need. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
With the Levitt Group of Northern Utah. So you're looking for new insurance for your car or your home. Where do you start? You could ask someone you can trust, like your local Utah Fair River Mutual independent agent. At the Levitt Group of Northern Utah, we treat you like a person, not just a policy. Call us today at 695-2300.
River Mutual.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. Employees look great and clients will notice. Get your order in today for fall products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. Located at 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Combining your home and auto insurance with one agent.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Lana Powell. For a competitive quote on home, auto, and life insurance, call us at 752-7639. Lana Powell, State Farm Insurance.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
For almost 100 years, IFA has helped Intermountain farmers, ranchers, gardeners, and equine and western sports enthusiasts to grow the things they love. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need, or find IFA on Facebook or at ifacountrystores.com.
Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City offers schools, church groups, and nonprofits an exclusive 5 cent per copy for color copies. They have the fastest, highest quality printers in northern Utah at the lowest cost to you, less than black and white. Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
We are Poblanos, the only place where you will find real Mexican food. Yeah, that homemade style. We are located in 780 Main Street in Smithfield. Come and check us out. And we want to help our students out, so just bring your school ID and we'll hook it up with the food. Yeah, like tacos $1 or quesadilla combos. Only at Poblanos.
The Post Consumer Brands cereal sale for the United Way is September 24th at 7 a.m. Bring cash and get to the Box Elder County Fairgrounds in Tremonton early. Cereal is $1 per bag or box, limit 50 per person. Post Consumer Brands cash-only cereal sale September 24th at 7 a.m.
Your pipes are out of sight, out of mind, and could be out of date. We can fix it today.
Mike Knorr Plumbing can change out your old pipes for new state-of-the-art pipes to keep your family healthy and safe. 257-0646. Online at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Academy Mortgage in Tremont has over 50 years of combined experience helping people achieve their goal of getting into their dream home. Our team truly cares about your family's financial goals. Academy Mortgage, Tremont, corporate NMLS number 3113, Equal Housing Lender.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs, competitive prices, and free rock chip repairs for life. Call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
A beautiful career in the beauty industry. New Horizons Beauty College is happy to be helping you take a step forward in a new career and your new look. New Horizons Beauty College, moving forward with beauty. Now accepting new clients. Call 435-753-9779.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Whether it's before or after the football game, make sure to stop in to Kent's Market for your treats and drinks. We have all the Coke and Pepsi products you need. Kent's Market has the freshest produce, fresh cut meats, a deli and bakery department that can't be beat. That's Kent's Market.
Don't get caught without power to your home or business. This is Tyler with Golden Spike Electric. We offer Generac backup generators to keep your home or business warm, avoiding frozen pipes, loss of valuable food, or even a flooded basement. Contact Golden Spike Electric so you'll never be without power again. Golden Spike Electric and Generac.
If you're a business owner, don't tackle your electrical problems yourself. Nobody knows more about electricity than Gem Electric. Gem Electric has the experience and knowledge to get you back up and running. Call Gem Electric service specialists today. 257-7113. Their expertise is shocking.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Post Consumer Brand Cereals and their team members are involved in every aspect of the community, from the fair to the fall cereal sale to Cereal with Santa. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites.
It's back to school time. Booster Clubs, team sports, PTA, any school organization. Call the Logo Shop for uniforms, fan gear, club t-shirts, all customized with your school logo. They're committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Logo Stop, the Logo Shop.
Welcome back to Bear River High School. Skyview leads 14-0, and the one thing I'm ready for, Rex, is this music to shut up, because this is way too loud.
We're just talking, like, maybe it's because we're old guys, but, like, this is uncomfortably loud.
It's not because we're old. They just got the speakers too loud. They could go down, but it's 14-0 Skyview. They lead here at the half. And it's a half where Skyview, they've taken advantage of the turnovers. They turned over the ball earlier with an interception, but Rex, they got it right back a couple plays later by Michael Ferguson with his pick.
Yeah, Michael Ferguson, I mean, he jumped that route. He made that play. Let's not forget, too, Sean Tempest almost brought one down one-handed. I mean, the Skyview defense has been flying around, and the score and the stats definitely indicate that.
Well, let's look at some other scores before we get into the stats here. Preston Watts Collision and Glass, they have seen it all and know how to work with every insurance. Preston Watts Collision and Glass, also Advanced Heating and AC, Advanced Fireplace and Stove. They bring you these scores. The other region game at Logan High School, 24-0, Mountain Crest, a halftime lead at Logan at Crimson Field. That will be Skyview's final home game next week is versus the Mustangs. But 24-0 there. Mountain Crest leads, and here's down the number one in the RPI, or well, they're not number one actually, but let's see. Let me pull it up here. The RPI, Desert Hills, the number 2 RPI is losing right now at the half, 14-13. Snow Canyon leads them.
Interesting.
At the half.
If they're number 2, that means Crimson does that mean Crimson's number 1?
Yep. Crimson Cliffs number 1, Desert Hills 2, Dixie 3, Ridgeline 4, Snow Canyon 5, and that Ridgeline, they're 4, and that's after the loss last night, or the win last night. Excuse me. But the loss to Skyview. Snow Canyon 5, Mountain Crest 6, Cedar 7, Logan 8, Skyview 9, Green Canyon 10, Bear River 11, Hurricane 12, and Pineview 13. But those are your scores and the RPI. But here at Skyview 14, nothing for the Bears as we're here at halftime on homecoming night here in Garland, Utah. So John Newbold, Rex Davis with you. Again, your video experience is powered by, on CashValleyDaily.com, by Adams Wealth Advisors. And Rex, we've got some stats in the first half. Why don't you take over that?
Yeah, we'll start with Bear River. These Bear River stats are brought to you by IFA Country Store. IFA in Tremont has great solutions for your home, farm, or ranch. Riker Jepson, the quarterback for Bear River, 6 of 12 passing, 62 yards and an interception. Almost ended up having 2 of them thrown there if Tempest was able to bring that one ball down. Number 8, Titan Jones, rushing the ball, has 5 carries for 16 yards. I'm blown away by that. The way that the Skyview defense has been able to keep Lil Bucket under wraps like that. Riker Jepson, 6 carries, 20 yards for the Bears. Receiving the ball, number 11, Jace Roberts, has 2 catches for 16. Number 5, Colton Summers, has 2 catches for 19. And number 6, Weston Ballard, has 2 catches for 27. So the bulk of their yardage has come from Weston Ballard out there on the edge. Now over on the other side of things for Skyview. Let's see if I can hurry and switch from my Bear River ads here. For the Skyview side of things, these stats are going to be brought to you by Poblanos. And for Skyview, we have, sorry, John, I'm fumbling my papers. Carson Thatcher passing 12 of 20, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did throw the interception, though, too. Rushing the ball, Brevin Egbert, 8 carries, 33 yards. Kaysen Spackman, 2 carries for 5. Ferguson, 3 carries for 9 yards. That's including the losses that he had, or the loss that he had on one of his carries. Receiving the ball, this is where the Skyview's been able to do a little bit of damage. Brevin Egbert, 4 catches, 25 yards. We got number 7.
That's Taylor Lindley.
Taylor Lindley had a catch for 5. Michael Ferguson, 2 for 29. Garrett Zommel, 1 for 7. But the big-time receiver has been Brooks Rigby. He's got 4 catches for 84 yards, 2 touchdowns. Man, he's just gone up and high-pointed. I love the trust that Thatcher has in him. He's just throwing him jump balls. And when you got a 6'4" frame, and you say he plays basketball, John, when you got a 6'4" frame, throw that young man a jump ball.
So that's your halftime stats. We're going to talk or show you some of the first half highlights. We hope we can get those through. These first half highlights brought to you by State Farm Lana Powell. State Farm agent Lana Powell. When you bundle home, auto, and life insurance, you save. Call Lana Powell today, 752-7639, bringing you these halftime highlights. As you can see on CashValleyDaily.com, that video experience powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. But you can see that run there. That was that reverse that Ferguson had, but then Skyview didn't do anything with it after it.
Right, yeah, it was tough going at the start of this game. It was tough to get anything going.
Little swing pass here to Egbert.
Yeah, this is where they missed that tackle there on Egbert, and he's able just to get out in space and get a nice gain there.
So again, Skyview doing a good job here in the first half, leading 14-0.
We made sure to catch a whole bunch of replays for you guys, too, because we knew we'd have a little bit longer halftime here, so we knew we'd have a little bit of time to roll through them.
So you can see Zollinger. He's had a pretty clean pocket for most of the night.
Thatcher.
What did I say?
Zollinger was last year.
Oh, Zollinger. Well, Thatcher there, that's right.
That's a good ball there, though. I love the way that Rigby just catches that thing with his hands.
I kind of feel like Quantum Leap all of a sudden as I went back in time.
Went back to Zollinger.
But Thatcher, look at this interception. A great play by Bear River. You can see how the safety was just sitting on that route as he was watching the eyes of Thatcher, and he picked that one off as Skyview. This is the first time that Skyview was knocking on the door and about scored. But
it was just such a good read, too, because it's an out and up route there, and he just sat on the up. If they throw an out, he's in trouble, but he sat on the up part of the out and up.
Well, Jepson on this one, as he rolls out to the left side, watch him stop. Now, Jepson has had pressure in his face as he throws that one. Watch Ferguson just battle for that one, got face masked, and still made the pick right at the 21, and so Skyview is knocking on the door again. And this is Rigby's first touchdown. As you can see, he's one-on-one outside on that far east side of the field. He's one-on-one matchup. He's got the height advantage on the corner for Bear River. Just watch the touch on this baby in the back of the end zone.
Oh, it's such a good ball. And just a high point by Rigby to go up and grab that thing right over the defender's back.
Yeah, the defender had no chance because it was kind of even back shoulder. And that put Skyview up 7-0 to start. So Bear River had the ball back, and Jepson looking there. He throws this one. And this is the one that I think they called PI.
Yeah, I think we replayed that one because we felt like Ballard was there. We understand why it's a PI. It's unfortunate. I mean, Ballard's running step for step, but it's an underthrown ball, which leads to the PI.
Yeah, and Owen Olson, we caught that too, I remember, because Olson about caught it after the tip anyways, as he was laying on his back. So we're still at halftime. Skyview leading 14-0. These highlights on CashValleyDaily.com are brought to you by Cache Valley Auto Care. And look at that. That's when he gets cut in half. Tempest about pulled that in with one hand as Spackman, I think, just laid Jepson out on that one.
Yeah, huge play. If Sean Tempest could have brought that thing down, that would have been unreal.
Again, you can always watch the games live on CashValleyDaily.com, or you can go back and watch the archive of these games. If you're listening on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan. Again, a great slant pattern there to Ferguson. This is where Ferguson came up lame. He kind of landed on his back. He came out for a few plays.
Yeah, he was holding his back. And anytime you see a kid holding their back, you definitely worry. But he was able to come right back in and keep balling.
Now you can see Rigby. This is the 38-yard touchdown pass. You could see Thatcher just look off the defenders and look at that. Oh, that's the one they called incomplete.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
that was. Yep, you're right.
But that looked identical to the one where he had the touchdown as Rigby created some separation. And if you watch that replay, his left foot did come down. You only need one in high school.
Yeah, we were a little upset about that one after we watched the replay.
So, again, 14-0 here at the half. Again, other games going on. Mountain Crest leading 24-0 at Crimson Field. Skyview will have their final home game of the regular season. This is the blocked punt. And really, I don't even know if they blocked. I mean, Jepson kicks it, but it's a low-line drive that just kind of runs into the line.
It's so low that you're going to credit him for a block, but it was kind of an odd punt.
This might be the touchdown by Rigby. You can see the one-on-one. The corner's giving him cushion. But Thatcher looks left. Now he looks back to the right. This is it, the 38-yarder as Rigby. Look at how much room he had on the defender and just floats it in there for the touchdown. Easy pitch and catch there.
Yeah, I mean, no safety help over the top. You got a wide receiver that has a 5, maybe even 6-inch advantage out there, and to not roll any safety help over is interesting, unless you're expecting run.
So again, Mountain Crest leading Logan at Crimson Field 24-0. We'll be back on the air next week on The Fan, 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, as Skyview will host Mountain Crest. And if the scores hold up, well, wow. So Bear River, they've got like an arch over there for homecoming, but it's lit on fire. The big B is the one side and the R. We can't talk to our cameraman who's upstairs above us to get over there. That'd be pretty cool to see, but I mean, that's pretty sick to have the fire there in the end zone.
It's kind of dangerous, but I mean, I like it. I like the BR lit up on fire. You guys will have to take our word for it that it looks pretty cool.
Well, I'm sure the fire marshal is down there with the fire extinguishers.
Yeah, you would assume.
Well, as Skyview comes back on the field to warm up, the Bears will be coming on shortly too. It's halftime here in Garland. Skyview leads 14-0. We're going to step aside and take a break, and when we come back, we'll get ready for the second half. That's all coming up next. Thanks for listening on 1390 AM and 106.9 FM. The Fan, Skyview leads 14-0.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Advanced Integrated Systems in Tremonton is looking for passionate technicians to join the team. Work with your hands daily to create custom next-level smart home experiences for each client. To learn more about our career paths and rewarding benefits, visit AISAV.com.
Defense helps win championships. That's true in business too. This is Dave Simmons. Les Olson IT is the best defense for your network. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services.
Les Olson IT.
Greer's Do It Best Hardware has been providing do-it-yourselfers and professionals all their hardware needs for over 4 decades. They are always adding new inventory, so there's no need to go out of town for your hardware needs with Greer's Do It Best Hardware in town. Come see their new location in the Tremont Center next to Results Gym.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
When disaster overwhelms you, let ARS restore your peace of mind. Call 753-9600 or go to our website at arscleanup.com.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace. Call Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning at 752-7272. Online at advancedheating-ac.com. York, install confidence.
At Cast-A-Lite, you'll choose from a huge selection of pavers and receive help from experts. You'll see just how easy it is to do it yourself. For brick, block, rock, paver, and tile, go where the pros go. Online at castalite.com.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Central Milling, Gilt Edge Flour, and Wheatland Seed are local companies who produce high-quality organic flour for home and commercial kitchens. Rest assured, when you purchase one of their products, you'll get the very best. Central Milling in Logan, Wheatland Seed in Collinston, Gilt Edge Flour in Richmond.
Welcome back to Bear River High School. It's homecoming here, but not a happy one if you're a Bear River fan, because Skyview leads 14-0, getting ready to start the second half. Again, Logo Shop is the sponsor of our uniform check. The Bobcats are in their blue pants, road white jerseys with blue numerals, and the matte dark helmets. Bear River's in their black uniforms, black pants, black jerseys, and red numerals outlined in white with white helmets, and they'll be kicking off, the Bears will, to Skyview. Skyview's waiting for it in the south end zone, or north end zone, excuse me. The kick is away. It will be returnable. They come up to make it at the 10-yard line to the 15. That's Brighton Williams. He tries to cut it outside to the 20 and dives forward for the 20. Nice coverage by the Bears.
Yeah, man, they flew down there because Brighton Williams is speedy. And, I mean, they shut him down on that return.
So Skyview will start with the ball in a 14-0 lead. Just underway here in the second half. So Skyview from the 20-yard line on the left hash. And it's 2 receivers to the wide side of the field to the west. Behind Thatcher on 1st and 10 is Egbert. From their own 20. Thatcher turns around, handoff to Egbert. He tries to bust it off the right side, and he's stacked up, but he does get positive yards for 2 yards.
That's Egbert's 9th carry of the game. He's got 35 yards so far rushing the ball.
Yeah, you can tell Bear River focused on that, but Skyview's passing attack is what's really wrecking this Bear defense. And ball control by the Bobcats.
Right.
2nd down and 8, and they get Bear River jumping off sides, the nose tackle, number 54, and he punches the ground in disgust with himself.
Yeah, Xander Lish, he's a senior defensive lineman. He knows better, and man, was he upset about that one.
Well, Trampus Waite in his first year has gotten the Bears 2 wins on the season. They're 2-4, but more importantly, they were 1-1 coming into this region game. This was a big region game for both teams, and there's still a lot of game to be played. So 2nd down and 3 for the Bobcats at their 27. 3 receivers to the right. They're going to hand it off to Egbert. He's going to try to get outside. He's got the edge through the 35, and just that explosiveness, that speed when he has the edge, Rex.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Egbert, he's just so fast, and you get him the ball off tackle like that, and he's going to get a nice pickup there for you.
28-yard line to the 30, to the 38, so a 10-yard run and a 1st down. So it was 2nd and short, and he gets a 10-yard rush there. Egbert does.
Averaging 4.5 per carry.
Jones coming into the game was at about 4.5 yards per carry for the Bears. 1st and 10 Bobcats at the 38-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Thatcher takes the snap. He's looking. He throws complete. I think that's Rigby out there for a 1st down. He's bumped out of bounds there just on a little 5-yard hitch route.
That's Rigby's 5th catch of the game.
So that one goes for 10 yards and another 1st down. So back-to-back 10-yard rush and then a 10-yard pass play to Rigby for the 1st.
With 1 more reception, Rigby can go over 100 receiving in the game.
48-yard line, their own 48, 1st and 10. Same formation, 3 receivers to the wide side, 1 to the left. They hand it off. He fakes the pass, though, but he handed it off to Egbert, and Thatcher just read that play did the play all the way through and faked the pass.
Yeah, I like that. If you're gonna sell it like you've still got it, you might as well pretend to throw it too. I've always liked that.
So 4 yards to the 48-yard line of Bear River as the Bobcats chew up clock. And they get up to the line again, same formation, 3 receivers to one side, 1 to the other. Egbert in the backfield with Thatcher. Thatcher back to pass, complete, hitch route. Rigby bounced out of bounds after a good gain from the 48.
It's just copy and paste. It's a handoff to Egbert, a little out route over there to Rigby. Just put it on repeat, copy and paste that thing over and over.
So Rigby with that catch, 8 yards, probably puts him over 100, right?
It does, yeah.
So they're up to the 40-yard line at Bear River. Clock under 10 minutes to play, 9:59. Skyview leading 14-0, going left to right on your radio dial. Same formation on 1st down, 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, 1 to the short side. The running back in the backfield with Thatcher. 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Egbert moves to the other side of Thatcher. Thatcher back to pass this time. He looks. He's got Rigby out there. Incomplete. He misses him by 2 yards. And Thatcher, look, you can see him out there. He's saying, as he's looking to the sideline, he's pointing up, Rex. I think he's like, just give it a little more air.
Just a little more air. Let him run underneath it.
So he knew it. Maybe that way he doesn't get as scolded as bad on the sideline.
Oh, it's the right read. It's the right read by Thatcher. It was the right place to go with the ball. He just sailed it a little long. You're going to bring Ballard out here to the near sideline.
2nd down and 10 from the Bear River 40. 14-0 Skyview. Hand off to Spackman this time on the left side. He gets pushed out of bounds, but he's going to gain about 3.
You know, Spackman only has 8 yards rushing on 3 carries, but it's been a hard 8. It's been 8 after contact, I feel like.
Well, the thing, too, is it's just a change of pace, and it just wears down that defense.
Right. I mean, Egbert's you know, he's also strong. Like, we don't want to take anything away from Egbert, but that change of pace of Case and Spackman, that's just a lot bigger human. And for him to go in there and wear down a defensive line, I think it's a nice little thing that they found in that Ridgeline game.
Yep, at the 38-yard line, it was only a 2-yard game, 3rd and 8. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left for Thatcher. Back to pass. He's pump faking. Now he's going to roll out to the right side as the pocket breaks down. He throws. He's got a man, Brighton Williams, and 2. That's the story all night.
Too long.
Yeah,
just he's. What I like though is Thatcher is finding the right place. Thatcher is throwing to where he should throw to. He's just sailing them a little long, and that's things that come with time. The kid's only a junior. He's going to have another varsity season after this. His senior year, John, he's not missing these throws.
No.
He's connecting on these. So if you're a Skyview fan, there's a lot to look forward to with Carson Thatcher out there slinging the ball around.
Yeah, that ball hit about the 25. Brighton Williams would have gone to pay dirt, too. He had beaten his man. So Skyview on 4th and 8 looked to punt and pin Bear River deep. So the Bear River receiver receiving this punt is standing on his own 5 on 4th and 8. Clock stopped at 9:36. Don't know who the punter is, but back.
Spackman's the punter.
Okay, so Spackman back to punt. Sometimes it's Lindley. Spackman got into it. It goes to the left at the 10 and bounces out. It bounces out at the 4.
Nice punt by Case and Spackman.
Man, I wish my pitching wedge would do that. It looked like it was going to go out of bounds, and it hit and then kicked back.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's actually at the 3. That's a great punt. That's a 35-yard punt, but it pins them inside the 5.
Man, it's not often you get super excited over a punt, but that was something right there.
So Bear River takes over from their own 3 with 9:27 in the 3rd. So Skyview had their opportunities there. They kind of took some time off the clock. So Jepson takes the snap. He's going to roll right. He's got some room, and I think that's Jepson, as he just took the snap, and it was a designed quarterback run, if that's still him.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so I don't know if they had like a wildcat, but Jepson ran from the 3, got out to about the 8. They're going to mark it actually at the 6. It's hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, I'm trying to read it, too.
Okay, that's at the 7. So from the 3 to the 7, 4 yards on first down.
Only 24 yards rushing so far on the night for Riker Jepson.
2nd and 6. Jepson in the backfield. He takes the snap. He throws a slant. It's incomplete. The receiver, number 5, just dropped it. Colton Summers, it hit him right in the numbers.
Yeah, and Colton's got a couple catches in this game for Bear River, but just unable to hang on to that one.
Would have had enough yards for the first down, but he dropped it on the slant.
First
pattern.
downs are so crucial when you're this far deep in your own territory, too. Even if it's just to give you a little bit of room to breathe when you end up punting.
14-0 Skyview, 8:48. Empty backfield, 3rd and 7 for Jepson. And the Bears at their own 7. Back to pass. The blitz is on. They nearly got him. Jepson got away and dumps it off to Jones, I believe, for the first down to the 15. Makes his way to the 18.
That's number 11, John Jace Roberts.
Oh, Jace Roberts. He's been his favorite target.
Yeah.
So a 12-yard pass play. Skyview would have had the sack, but Jepson able to get him off and get the yardage he needs for the first down on the pass.
Yeah, great play by Jepson to move up in the pocket, find his receiver coming across the middle, and give a nice little touch pass there.
2 receivers to each side. Clock running at 8:25 here in the 3rd. 14-0 Skyview. Jones has got the handoff up the middle. So from the 19 up to the 23-yard line. 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 coming up.
6 carries, 20 yards rushing for Lil Bucket Jones.
So 2nd down and 6. They're at their own 23. Jepson looks to the sideline. He's got 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. To the right of him, 1 to the left. Skyview showed blitz. They backed out of it. Jepson back to pass. He throws. He's got a man out there. Makes the catch at the 40-yard line of Skyview. What a play.
Man, what a throw there by Riker Jepson. If you're watching on CashValleyDaily.com, you'll see this. This replay here brought to you by Poblanos on 78 Main Street in Smithfield.
45-yard pass play.
Man, look at this touch on this ball right here. Drops it right in.
1st and 10 at the Skyview 42. Jepson's going to fake the handoff and then follow the back through the hole, and he's got from the 42 up to the 39, a 3-yard gain after the 45-yard pass play.
I was trying to see on that replay who came down with that, John. I couldn't tell if it was 6 or 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
I think it was 5.
We'll give it to Summers. So at the 39-yard line of Skyview, 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. 2nd and 7 for the Bears. 2 receivers to each side. At the Skyview 39, Skyview leads 14-0 here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff, and Skyview stuffs it. They had the blitz on, and they get the tackle for the loss.
That's Satili Palmer. Man, he just came up and made a play there. John, Satili Palmer is only a freshman. Did you realize that?
I did not.
I didn't either.
The 3-yard loss, so it goes back to the 42, the original line of scrimmage. It will be 3rd and 10, but Coach Hal dialed that up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Great play there by Satili, though.
So 3rd and 10, Skyview leads 14-0 in the 3rd. 6:25 left in this 3rd quarter. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left for Jepson. At their own Skyview 42, back to pass. Jepson, the blitz is on, and the pocket breaks down. He's sacked, the first sack of the game. Spackman with the sack. And we'll show you the replay there as Skyview gets the sack. Spackman's sack on this replay. You'll see it on CashValleyDaily.com. What a play and a big loss back to the 49 of Bear River. So that was a loss at 9.
A huge play there by Spackman. Preston Watts Collision and Glass brings you that replay. Preston Watts Collision and Glass has seen it all and knows it all and knows how to work with every insurance.
So a false start after the sack, so that's going to go back from the Bear River 49, 5 yards to the 44. Now you have to punt.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I mean, you're down 14-0, but you really don't have a choice after it was going to be 4th and long, and now it's just 4th and longer. You're at the 44.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of football left, too. I mean, we're only at 5:42 in the 3rd.
So they punted away, and they take out the punter, so that's going to be what is it called? Roughing the punter, but I don't know if it is when you're in the pocket like that, but they still called it.
Well, the thing is, too, is Spackman and Riker Jepson they've met in the backfield like that before, too. We'll watch and see what this call is going to be.
Well, it's going to be roughing the punter if it is, but I don't see how it can be because he's still in the pocket. But personal foul, and it is on Skyview, roughing the punter. So is that an automatic first down? It is.
Wow.
So that's huge.
Wow, that is big time. That's going to breathe a little bit of life into this Bear River Bears offense.
Well, you had 4th and forever, like it was at least 28 or so yards for the first, and now it goes all the way to the 41 of Skyview, and it'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, an automatic first down on the roughing the punter. 3 receivers to the left for Jepson, 1 to the right on 1st and 10 from the Skyview 41.
There's a miscommunication for Skyview coverage-wise here.
Skyview leads 14-0. They're going to run a sweep with Jepson following Jones outside. He gets about 7 yards out there.
I guess Rigby was just trying to disguise the coverage there, but, man, it totally looked like that was wide open, and that's going to be a penalty on
Jepson or Skyview's bench.
Yeah,
we'll
it's either going to be the bench or on Jepson.
So it's a 6-yard run from the 41 to the 35, and now people are losing composure a little bit. Like you said, Spackman and Jepson have been into it a couple times, or is this a sideline warning?
I don't know. There's a lot of clapping going on the Skyview sideline.
Well, 14-0, 5:20 in the 3rd quarter, Skyview leading, and dead ball, personal foul on Bear River.
Yeah,
so
that's why Skyview was so excited about it.
So it's a 5-yard run that will count, and then you back up 15 yards because it was a dead ball foul, so it should be 2nd down. But let's see, it should be 2nd down.
Yeah, there they go. They got it switched now.
So Bear River with the personal foul, that negates that big run of 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 15 back at the 50.
Seen a little bit of sloppiness from both teams.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Jepson in shotgun, back to pass. No, he's going to hand it off to Jepson to Jones, and Bobcats read it. A 1 yard, maybe 2 yard loss back to the 48. It will be a 2-yard loss.
Hans Herman got in there real quick into the backfield.
The thing for Skyview that time, Rex, you could see everyone just collapse. They knew that play. They really did.
Yep.
Because they all collapsed going left to right and just went through the gap.
That front there did their jobs. They opened up the holes for the linebackers to come in. That's why Hans Herman was able to get in there and make that play.
Only a 1-yard loss back to the 49 of Bear River, so 3rd and long, 3 receivers to the right. Their best play has been a pass interference on Skyview. Jepson rolls out to the right side, backside pressure. He's got a man out there! Oh, diving effort at the 10. He had a touchdown. Miscommunication by the Bobcats, and Coach Hal is yelling at his defensive backfield because if that's on target and Jepson hits the receiver, that's 7.
Yeah, Jace Roberts was just streaking down the field there, and Riker Jepson just misses him to bring up a very long 4th down.
So this time, if you're Skyview, I would not blitz. So fourth and forever for the Bears. They're going to punt it away. It's a low-line drive that bounces at the 22. Takes a bounce. Vickers picks it up at the 10, and he's going to be clobbered there and taken back. So should be Skyview ball at the 10.
Huge tackle on the play by number 7, Owen Olson.
Owen Olson's been all over the field offensively and on special teams.
Yeah, he's a good football player, without a doubt.
So with 4:13 in the third, Skyview will start 1st and 10 from their own 10. This game brought to you by Yes Printing. Yes Printing has the world's fastest, lowest cost color printing available. Stop in today in Tremont or Brigham City. So 1st and 10 Skyview at their own 10, leading 14-0. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. I think we've got some score updates. My phone's buzzing, but we haven't had a chance to look. 1st and 10 Bobcats. Thatcher takes the snap. He's going to throw it out there like an RPO to Williams. Williams has got some blockers. He's upfield to the 20 before he's taken down. That's a little bit of run-pass option there.
Yeah, that was a great play design. That's the first catch I have for Brighton Williams in the game.
Yeah, he's been targeted a couple times, but they just haven't gotten connected. That should be a 1st down, 10 yards to the 20. So 1st and 10 again for the Bobcats. At the 20-yard line, they lead 14-0. Clock runs at 3:55. Here in the 3rd quarter, 3rd region game of the season. Back to pass. Thatcher throws out route. I believe that's Rigby.
Yeah.
A 9-yard pass play. And I'll tell you what, Rex, the adjustment Skyview's made at halftime was, hey, if they're going to play off of us, we're just going to do 5-yard outs. And that's what they've done, and it's been working for them to keep the momentum.
Yeah, absolutely it has. And they haven't abandoned the run either. That's what I like. I mean, coming out of half, they've ran the ball 4 times. 3 of those have gone to Brevin Egbert, 1 to Kason Spackman. They haven't abandoned anything. They're staying true to their identity and just moving the ball down the field.
Wow, we got a big update from Crimson Field. We'll get to that next. 2nd and 1 for the Bobcats after the 9-yard pass and a false start, I believe, by the receiver on Skyview. So that false start will back him up 5 yards. Advanced Integrated Systems brings you high school football. Advanced Integrated Systems, the best of Northern Utah gold medal winner, will elevate your home with an easy-to-use system for home theater, audio, video, lighting, and indoor-outdoor motorized shades. They bring you this score update, Rex. Logan, 0. Mountain Crest, 38. 4 minutes in the third. A fumbled kickoff by Logan. So,
wow.
38-0, Mountain Crest all over the Grizz at Crimson Field. 3rd down and 6 for the Bobcats, or 2nd and 6, excuse me. Thatcher back to pass, the pump fake. He throws out there. He's got a man complete down the sideline. Did he get a foot in bounds? I think he did.
Oh, my goodness.
He did. He's down on the ground, but inside Bear River territory, down to the 43. Did you get that?
I sure did. Here we go on CashValleyDaily.com. Thatcher just puts this thing right on the money. It's Brooks Rigby, guess who? The guy that's got 2 touchdowns on the night. And look at the touch on this ball by Thatcher, completing that thing right. I said it on one of the other deep balls. He couldn't have walked down there and handed it to him any cleaner.
We'll give him a 38 yards on that pass play. 1st and 10 Bobcats.
That's 3 different 38-yard receptions for Brooks Rigby.
They flare it out on 1st down to Egbert. He makes a move at the 40, 35, 30, inside the 30. Great play on 1st down and a great block by Ferguson, the receiver downfield to the 29 from the 43-yard line. It's actually at the 29, so 14 yards for a first down to Egbert on the pass play.
Man, Brevin Egbert's so explosive in space. That's his 5th catch of the night.
And the clock continues to run with a 14-0 lead, under 3 minutes to play here in the third. Bobcats rolling. Tight formation, 2 tight ends in there. They fake the handoff. They roll out to the left side. Thatcher throws a nice play. He just throws it away.
Yeah.
That's the maturity of Thatcher. Nothing was there. The Bear River defense found that tight end out there, and so he just threw it away.
I mean, he's looked really good tonight, John. Yeah, he's missed some that he should be landing, but he's landed a lot of them. He's hit 6 different wide receivers tonight.
Yeah, and you're right, though, Rex. For the season, this is the sharpest he's looked, but a lot of credit to the offensive line because Thatcher has had a clean pocket for most of the night. So 2nd and 10 from the Bear River 29. Skyview leading 14-0. 2:45 left in the third. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And it's Ferguson all alone on the short side of the field, 1-on-1. They hand it off to Egbert. No, they throw the slant pattern way too high for Ferguson. And Colton Summers had a chance to pick that off. Just needs to take a little bit of speed off that one. Thatcher with the fastball probably could have come in with a bit of a slider.
Yeah, the fastball ended up leading to a walk there because that thing was off target. He's got to take just a little bit of heat off of that thing. Accuracy is much more important than speed right now on a slant route.
Yeah, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, actually, on 3rd and 10 from the Bear River 29. Thatcher back to pass, looking left the whole way. He throws. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown, Brighton Williams from 29 yards out. Thatcher just let that play develop from the slot.
USC did, and here's our replay showing you that touchdown there from Thatcher to Brighton Williams.
Look how open Williams is out of that slot on that left side.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he streaks right down the middle of the field. The defenders, they're running a zone, so they stay there. Look at that soft spot in the zone. Safety's late getting over. Touchdown, Skyview.
Jet Ballard, the holder for De Quadros, 20-0 with 2:34 here in the third. The corner thought he had some safety help. They fake it. Jet Ballard on the bad snap. He's going to throw it left. He throws out there, incomplete. He didn't catch the snap, or it was a little low, so he just started yelling fire, and went to the left and threw it out there. So the 2-point conversion, but Skyview still takes the lead and ups it to 20-0 with 2:34 in the third. We'll be back right after this.
Now is the time to head over to Cache Valley Auto Care, because when your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East, 1175 North.
Rudd Funeral Home is a family-owned business. They know how difficult it is when a loved one passes on. They'll walk you through every step with genuine care and compassion. They'll pay attention to the details. Let their family serve your family in your time of need. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
With the Levitt Group of Northern Utah. So you're looking for new insurance for your car or your home. Where do you start? You could ask someone you can trust, like your local Utah Bear River Mutual independent agent. At the Levitt Group of Northern Utah, we treat you like a person, not just a policy. Call us today at 695-2300.
Bear River Mutual.
$20-0 Skyview after the 29-yard pass play from Thatcher to Williams. On the kickoff, De Quadros' kickoff goes out of bounds, and it will be a penalty, so good field position for Bear River. Well, we've named Brooks Rigby the McDonald's player of the game a couple games ago, so he's having a heck of a night.
It's going to be hard not to give it to him again, though. I don't know. Where's Thatcher sitting on our list?
I don't know. I'll have to look. But also the offensive line.
O-line, yeah. Man, we got to give a shout-out to the O-line.
They've done a great job giving Thatcher, I mean, he's got 3 touchdown passes, 2 to Rigby, 1 to Williams, and they've all been more than 20 yards. So from the 35-yard line on the penalty with 2:34 remaining in the third quarter, it's Skyview 20-0. Bear River trying to get back into the game. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. For Jepson, he's going to take it, fake the handoff. The blitz is on. They get through. Jepson has to let it fly, and he throws it away as he's hit as he throws. Incomplete. So now Skyview with a 20-0 lead, Rex. Coach Howell, he's dialing up some blitzes from the backers, and they're getting through, and Jepson hasn't been comfortable all night.
Yeah, I think that pass was supposed to come over here to the near sideline to number 11, Jace Roberts. I think it was a little screen action that they were setting up. The Skyview defense blew that play up, though. Riker Jepson just had to run for his life and throw it away.
So 2nd down and 10, 2 receivers to each side from their own 35. Skyview leading 20-0. They send a man in motion left to right across the formation. Now he sets. Jepson takes it. He's going to hand it off to the running back, and he's plowed right there at the line of scrimmage. No gain. We believe it's Jones. No gain.
Man, Jones is just I'm shocked at the way that they cannot get Jones going.
I'll tell you what, Skyview, this defense and defensive line, they deserve a lot of credit because you look at how they got blown away at their homecoming against Logan on the run, and then against Ridgeline and Bear River. They have shut down the run the last 2 games.
Absolutely.
3rd down and 10. Clock under 2 minutes here in the third. Skyview 20-0. The only thing that's gone wrong for the Bobcats is special teams. Back to pass on the fake, and Jepson hit as he throws, and it's incomplete again. He had no time, and he's going to be slow to get up.
Man,
they hit him.
Spackman is a man on a mission. He is putting a hit on Riker Jepson every single chance he gets. Spackman, he's on another level tonight.
Well, Bradley was there too, but Spackman inflicting the pain. Bradley just admiring it. 4th down and 10 for the Bears as they go 3 and out. Incomplete, no gain on a rush, and then incomplete with 1:44 in the third. Jepson back to punt this one. Takes the snap. It's low. He gets it straight up. It's going to be a short punt, but it takes a Bear River bounce at the 35 to the 29-yard line of Skyview. So they flip the field a little bit, but they go 3 and out. And when you're down 20-0 nearing the end of the third, you don't want that. In Skyview, they played that perfectly.
Yeah, they did, and I'm actually kind of surprised how well that punt was. I'm not a huge fan of the way they set Riker Jepson. He's basically punting from a shotgun every time, which makes it such a liability for a block, which we've already seen in this game, but he was able to get good hang time under that and then a very friendly bounce.
Les Olson Company brings you this game on CashValleyDaily.com and The Fan, 106.9 FM, 1390 AM. 1st and 10, Skyview. Thatcher fakes the handoff, throws it to Brighton Williams, gets him blocked to the 35, turns on the Jets across the 40 to the 45 before he's knocked out of bounds.
There's Brighton Williams in space. Get him the ball and just let him turn the Jets on.
16-yard pass play. And now everything's working for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it seems like nothing can go wrong now.
16 yards, 125 left. Oh, they marked it up. That's actually 17 yards then, up to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Man, Brighton Williams didn't have a catch going into halftime. He's got 3 since then.
With the touchdown, right, from 29 out.
Yep.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. For Thatcher on 1st down, he's going to hand it off to Egbert. Cuts back. He was bouncing it outside, cut it upfield inside, and then he's met by a whole bunch of Bears, and they maul him for a 1-yard gain.
I see what you did there.
1-yard rush for Egbert.
I like that, though. Don't go away from the run. I mean, especially when you've got a lead on the road, on the other team's homecoming. Run a little clock when you can.
So 20-0 Skyview, under a minute to play here in the third quarter. 2nd and 9 from the 46, their own 46. 2 receivers to each side. Running back in the backfield with Thatcher. Sends a man in motion. They toss it out. He's got some room. Egbert up to the 50 before he's bounced out of bounds. It'll bring up a 3rd and about 5. He got about 4 yards to the 50. That's a play we haven't seen this season. As they sent the man in motion that was in the slot, came down kind of right by the line of scrimmage, and then went upfield, and then they come back and block and pitch it outside.
It worked, too. I mean, that's a nice gain.
Yeah, 4 yards. So 3rd and 5. 34 seconds as the clock stops. 2 receivers to each side. Back to pass is Thatcher. He's got a clean pocket. He throws complete. Little outside.
There's a little bobble at the end of that.
Oh, so incomplete. I thought...
Well, I don't know what the call is, but, yeah, they're going to call incomplete. There was just a little bobble on Ferguson's way down to the ground with that one.
I thought he got a foot in, but he obviously bobbled it on the way out. But it was a Thatcher's pass. Like we said, he's been a little bit erratic, but those touchdown passes have looked smooth. But then he's missed some long. He's missed that one outside. So at midfield, Skyview with a 20-point lead, 20-0. They're going to punt. Or at least they line up to punt at midfield on 4th and 5.
Ideally for Skyview, they would have ran that thing into the fourth quarter and then punted. But,
yep.
22 seconds.
So Skyview tightens up the formation, make sure Bear River doesn't get a block here. Waiting for the snap is Spackman. And there's a delay of game, which Skyview's okay with.
That's fine. Yeah, Spackman's got plenty of foot to get into this thing.
Well, the clock started, and it's still running. They'll have to move it back to 22 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely.
So delay a game, minus 5 yards on Skyview. Again, this game brought to you by Rudd Funeral Home in Tremont and Garland. They bring Bear River Bear football to you. Again, Skyview leading 20-0. And stay tuned for our post-game show, as we'll have our Old Gristmill Bread and Butter play of the game, our McDonald's player of the game as well, and hope to get some comments from Coach Hal and a player or two if he can make his way through the crowd. I don't know on homecoming night if he can make his way. I talked to him. I think he's going to make his way up. But we'll see. 4th down and 5 or 10 now for the Bobcats at their own 45. Spackman waiting for the snap. Good snap. Gets his foot into it. It's a big snap, and they take him out. Wow, ref. He holds the flag in as Spackman got his plant leg taken out.
Did you see Spackman looking back at him, too? Like, hey,
well,
man.
He should, but it was a great punt.
I got hit.
Not only did he get it hit, and it was his plant leg, but it rolls all the way down, takes a Skyview bounce to the 10. As I'm done complaining, down to the 11 seconds, but Skyview gets the punt off there. But it does flip the field there. Great punt by Spackman.
Really good punt. I feel like Spackman's punts have really progressed on a game-by-game basis. I feel like he's just got better and better and better. I don't know if we're going to see Lindley punting anymore with the way that Spackman's getting a hold of these things.
Well, I don't know if Jepson wants to come out on offense. He's getting pounded back there. But
he's had a tough go.
1st and 10. They trail 20-0. They're at their own 10-yard line, and a false start by the lineman will push them back 5 more yards.
You know, Skyview, without a doubt, is beating Bear River, but Bear River's not helping themselves at all.
Yeah.
They've had so many bonehead penalties and plays, and it's just not looking good for the Bears.
Yeah, so from their own 5-yard line, 1st and 15. 11 seconds left in the third. Skyview leads 20-0. Bear River's going right to left on your radio dial here on 1390 AM, 106.9 FM. The Fan. Want to thank Dallin Dacus back in studio, keeping us on the air. 1st and 15 for Jepson. He takes a snap. He fakes the handoff. He throws. Incomplete. As it hit the intended receiver, but it bounces off his shoulder pads. Incomplete, and Skyview was right there anyway to make the tackle.
Yeah, swarmed to the ball. Rigby comes over there and puts a pop on him, but, Tempest is there with him step for step on that play.
Yeah, there's been a couple plays. Maybe Skyview's lost the receivers a couple times, but for the most part, they've been right there with them. 2nd down and 15 from their own 5. Jepson, quarterback draw. He's upfield to the 10, the 15. He's near the 1st down. I think he's got it.
That ball might have popped out, John.
And they're saying, Skyview's saying it's their ball. They do have it, but did they say he was already down?
I think Hans Herman's the one carrying the ball, but yeah, they got to determine.
The referees are all gathered together. Is it a fumble?
Look at all the kids gathering around him, too.
Everybody's saying it. Let's see. I think they'll just give it to Bear River, to be honest.
Yeah, Hans Herman's not happy about that.
Well, so that means the referees didn't see it, so they're going to call him down. So from the 5 to the 21, 16 yards on Jepson's quarterback draw is how the third quarter will end, and he gets the 1st down. We're going to step aside and come back with the 4th quarter. It's Skyview 20, Bear River nothing. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. Employees look great and clients will notice. Get your order in today for fall products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. Located at 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Combining your home and auto insurance with one agent.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Lana Powell. For a competitive quote on home, auto, and life insurance, call us at 752-7639. Lana Powell, State Farm Insurance.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
20-0 here. Skyview leads Bear River on homecoming here in Garland. We do have a final score in Logan. We'll get to that coming up, but the third quarter ends, start of the fourth quarter coming up. So Jepson on 1st and 10 after the big 16-yard rush. Rex, you're saying that's the longest rush tonight by Bear River.
Yep.
So Jepson, 1st and 10, takes the snap, handoff to Jones, big hole on the left side, and he's taken down at the 26-yard line from the 21, a 5-yard gain. So this score update, well, they're going to hurry up, so we won't get to that. I was going to give you the score update, but Bear River running their no huddle now. Skyview ran a couple guys off the field. Bear River not set. For 2nd and 5, they hand off to Jones. He gets outside, tries to turn it up. Skyview there to make the tackle. That's Jet Ballard.
With the carry was 11, Jace Roberts.
So Jace Roberts, that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Okay. You said 11. I was like, oh, so that's the tackler. But
yeah, no, they gave Jace Roberts his first carry of the game there.
So they hurry up to the line after the 4-yard gain. It's 3rd and short. They fake the handoff. Jepson's going to keep it. He bounces outside. There was nothing inside, and he's got the first down and breaking tackles across the 35. A lot of heart shown by Jepson.
Yeah, man, he looked good on that play. That was just all effort.
Yeah, it was. From the 29, he got to the 38, so a 9-yard first down run by Jepson. So 1st and 10. As the confetti flies on homecoming night in the student section, 20-0 Skyview. 1st and 10 from the 38 of Bear River. Back to passes Jepson. Got time. He throws. He's got a man out there, and it's incomplete. The receiver just kind of cut off his route and flattened it out, and Jepson thought he was going to go more deep.
Yeah, he was trying to get Owen Olson out there in space, but it just a little miscommunication at the very end of that route.
Levitt Group of Northern Utah and Bear River Mutual, we look out for each other, for our friends and our neighbors. Your home and auto insurance company should do the same, and they bring you this score update. It's a final. Mountain Crest beats Logan 38-7 tonight at Crimson Field. So 2nd and 10 here. 20-0 Skyview. Jepson just keeps it on a designed run and cuts it up inside for a short gain of 2 yards to the 40.
That's a nice tackle there by Cam Carling.
So we're here in the fourth quarter, 10:23 left in the game, 20-0 Skyview. Cam Carling having a heck of a season, the leading tackler for Skyview, followed by Jackson Bradley. 3rd down and 8 from their own 40. Skyview leads 20-0, Bear River ball. 3 receivers to the left for Jepson. He throws back to the short side of the field as Jepson is absolutely crushed by number... Who is that?
It's Cam Carling.
Cam Carling, and Jepson's still down as he got absolutely blitzkrieged, and he's slow to get up, probably got the air knocked out of him, and it's 4th down and 8.
Jepson has missed his last 5 attempts in a row.
Cache Valley Auto Care, read their online reviews and decide for yourself. Located behind Home Depot at 1175 North, 200 East in Logan. It's Cache Valley Auto Care bringing you Skyview football here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM The Fan. And, of course, Adams Wealth Advisors. They power your video experience on CacheValleyDaily.com. CacheValleyDaily.com, a great sponsor of high school sports. It's a place that you can watch all the games live. And then you can go back and watch the archives. They've got video galleries of other sporting events, not just football that goes on, but you can watch those photo galleries. They have breaking news and all that on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Yeah, it's nice to go back and watch the games and see what happened. And if there's a big play that stood out to you, you can always go to CacheValleyDaily.com, listen to John again, and watch the replays.
Well, when you have something like you can't watch it live and you're out and about listening to the game on the Fan, then you can go back and watch the game later.
Say you're out fishing with your family, like the Erickson family is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Casey Erickson sent us a picture before the game. That was a big fish, right?
I thought they were spearing whales, but apparently they were just fishing.
So 4th and 10 from the 40. Blitz is on. They go in and they miss the block.
Got it again.
Oh, they might have got it. They did get a piece of it because there was no flag called. They knocked down the punter, but they must have gotten a piece of it. Who busted through there? Number 33.
Hans Herman.
Yeah, Hans Herman got through there. He got a piece of it.
I'm going to mark it. I'm going to mark that replay. We might as well. Let's see what happened here. I think Herman comes, right up the middle. He does get his hand on it and then hits Riker Jepson. The poor kid cannot catch a break tonight. Well, ends up getting off a terrible punt.
I don't even think that's Riker because Riker came out with his helmet off.
That's right.
So they had to put someone in. So it's a partially blocked punt.
Man, that thing took a Skyview bounce, and it didn't even cross midfield.
Herman gets that one. And then Skyview will get the ball. 9:54 on the clock left in the game. And they're at the Bear River 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for Thatcher. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off to Egbert. No, he's back to pass. He fooled me. He's got a man out there. That's Brighton Williams, incomplete. Near the 25-yard line. Just underthrew that one a little bit.
Yeah, underthrew it, and Williams tries to come back for the ball, but the defender, number 11, Jace Roberts, that just hits him right in the back.
So 9:47 left in the game. Again, Skyview will be back home against the Mustangs next week. IFA Country Store brings you this game here on the Fan. 2 receivers to each side for Thatcher. 2nd and 10, back to pass. Thatcher throws. It's Williams again and incomplete. Just over the head, incomplete. Good coverage there by Bear River. And a penalty marker in the backfield, Rex.
Misses him a little bit long there. My eyes were following the ball.
I did too.
Out of curiosity, so I missed the call there, but I will put the binos up and see what he says.
I think it's going to be holding. Skyview's backing up.
Yeah.
So it is holding. So it's a spot foul.
Offense number 60.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yards in the backfield. That's a big penalty.
I've gone to look up number 60 for Skyview probably 5 times now, and we don't have him on our roster.
Well, he doesn't need his name called. 60, isn't that Connor Dean? I think he switched. 3 receivers to the right. 2nd and long for the Bobcats. Thatcher throws to the middle screen, and it's not even close. And how did Skyview not get called for a lineman downfield?
They were almost to midfield when Thatcher let go of that ball.
Yeah, one of the linemen, he's down at the 50-yard line, and the referees missed it.
Yeah, that absolutely could have been called on Skyview.
And should have been. He was in front of Egbert.
Yeah.
Egbert was 5 yards beyond. That lineman was at the 45, 47-yard line. Wow. All right, so a 3rd and forever. They need to get to the Bear River 37-yard line. It's on the 37-yard line of Skyview. 3rd and long for Thatcher. 2 receivers to the right. Thatcher back to pass. He's going to throw. He's got a man, Ferguson, out there, and that's got to be PI, and it is.
Yeah.
As they were holding.
They all saw it.
Yeah, the lineman was the line judge threw it, and the back judge. Ferguson was getting his arm held the whole way.
Yeah, I mean, if you're number 30, if you're Caleb Korth, the junior cornerback out there running with Ferguson, I mean, heck, I'll take a PI penalty over giving up a touchdown when I'm already down 20-0 in the 4th quarter any day.
Yep, so 15 yards, and I believe it's an automatic first down, but I've been wrong before, so...
Once or twice.
They called holding.
Oh, just a little defensive holding, huh?
Wow. That changes things. That's only a 10-yard penalty. So it's a replay of the down, but it's only a hold. So that means they called the holding before the ball was in the air. That's what that is. So
gotcha.
It's still 3rd down and long, but the ball is at the 47-yard line of Skyview. So not as bad. Need to get to the 37 of Bear River. 3 receivers to the right. Thatcher back to pass on 3rd and long. The pressure breaks down. He rolls to the right. He's still getting chased. He lets it fly, and it's incomplete. Good job not to take the sack there.
Aiden Wilson was coming off that edge, and he was bound and determined to get Carson Thatcher with a sack back there. Thatcher able to get out of the pocket and throw that thing away, though.
Yeah, Aiden Wilson came off the left side, and Thatcher was rolling out to that side. Luckily got it away, so Skyview will have to punt again. So not the cleanest game by Skyview, but at the same time, they've dominated. They could have a higher score, but they just kind of shoot themselves in their foot.
They've looked really good in certain areas and not great in others, but 20-0 on the road, you'll take that.
Yep. Snap is back. Great punt by Spackman again. Bounces at the 25. We'll take a Skyview bounce to the 20. Skyview's down there. It rolls to the 15, to the 13. Still rolling down to about the 13-yard line. Great punt by Spackman. Again, Spackman having a heck of a game punting the ball. 9:07 here in the game. 20-0 Skyview. Again, this game brought to you by Riverside Corner Sinclair. Riverside Corner Sinclair is home to famous chicken strips and was recognized in the Best of Northern Utah contest, and I think we're going to stop there on the way home.
Yes, we are.
So 9:07 left to play. They throw it back on a lateral to Jones on the left side. He's got some room to run, and then finally pushed back. Nice hit there at the 15, so it'll be a short gain of about 2 yards. A lot of running for not a lot of yardage.
Yeah, Jackson Bradley was there to make the tackle, but he had him stood up, and then Ferguson just came up and really stopped him there.
They give him 3 yards on that lateral, so that's a rushing play. 2nd and 7 from their own 16. Back to pass is the quarterback, and Carver Ballard knocks it in the air and nearly picked off. 2 Skyview Bobcats hit each other. That's Carleen and also Jackson Bradley that ran into each other.
They both wanted that thing. On this replay, CashValleyDaily.com, watch Carver Ballard out here. He jumps this route, hits the receiver right as the ball gets there. You can't teach that any better. And then the Skyview defenders end up trying to both intercept the ball, and it falls to the turf.
I just realized, is that Jepson back there or not? That might be this backup. So 3rd and 7. He's hit as he throws. It's out there for Owens. Incomplete. So it's incomplete.
It is Jepson.
It is Jepson. So that's good to see him back in the game, as he was hit earlier and came out of the game. So incomplete. 4th and 7. Good coverage out there. Too long for Owens, the receiver.
Jepson has missed his last 6 pass attempts.
So 8:19 left in the game. 20-0 Skyview. 4th and 7 from their own 16 is Bear River. Skyview with the lead, 20-0. They blitz. The kick is on the way. It's a high one on the punt. Skyview returnable. Vickers at his own 48 to the 50 to the 45 and gets out of bounds. But what a huge block in there,
Sean
Rex.
Tempest, yeah.
Tempest. Let's see if we can get that one. He absolutely depleted a kid.
I hope that was on camera, because you're going to see 23 Sean Tempest probably in the middle of the screen if we got it.
We did. Shane Larson got it. What a block at the 40. Good night.
Goodness.
Put that on your huddle reel. So the punt gets away. Skyview's got great field position. Sean Tempest with our Cast-A-Lite rock hard tackle. We'll give it a rock hard block at the 42 of Bear River. Clock down to 8:07. They hand it off up the middle is Egbert, and he just keeps those legs moving to push the pile forward for a good gain on 1st down.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see a lot of that as they have this 20-0 lead. Going to be a lot of Egbert, Spackman running up the middle, milking that clock a little bit.
6-yard rush for the Bobcats. Egbert, not a lot of yards tonight, but Skyview did their damage through the air tonight. 3 touchdown passes for Thatcher, 2 to Rigby, 1 to Brighton Williams. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 running backs in the backfield with Thatcher. He's going to throw. That's Ferguson. Ferguson throws downfield to Rigby. It's caught.
Oh, my gosh. He caught it.
Incomplete. They called it incomplete. He was on the chalk. So there's the wrinkle. They run that wildcat. Ferguson was there, Rex, with 2 running backs on his hip, and then they decided to throw it to Rigby downfield. The nice little wrinkle by Brant Reese, the offensive coordinator.
I almost feel like they could throw it to Brooks Rigby on every single play and just challenge them to stop it, because, I mean, right now he's going up against a corner that I'm going to guess is about 5'9". He's just torching him.
7:24 left in the game. Clock stopped with the incompletion, 3rd and 5. Rigby caught it. He was just out of bounds. So Thatcher back in. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Running back in the backfield, I believe, is Boston Hall. Back to pass. Thatcher uncorks one for the end zone. Incomplete. The receiver lost it in the lights.
Thatcher took a shot on that too, and I mean, it's probably not time yet, but at some point you got to start wondering how long you want to keep Thatcher in there too.
Well, that's true. Might as well get Favero some reps at quarterback. You don't want to lose Thatcher. They already lost him for the Mountain Ridge game.
Right.
And Ferguson came in. So incomplete brings up 4th down and 5. We'll say 4. 4th and 4 from the Bear River 36-yard line. De Quadros maybe a little outside of his range. It would have been about a 52-yard attempt for field goal. Spackman standing at the 50, trying to pin Bear River. Snap back, kick is on the way at the 10. It bounces at the 5. Skyview saves it.
Whoa.
No, they don't.
Oh, my gosh.
What an effort there.
To me, that's worth watching again.
Is that Williams?
I'm trying to see.
He's in the middle there. Now he's at the goal line.
I think it's Jackson Bradley.
Okay, Jackson Bradley about saved that. Watch this ball roll. He tried diving and saving it. Bradley runs down at the. You can see it bounce there at the 5, and look at this diving effort to save it.
Such a good effort.
I thought he did, but it didn't get out of the end zone. So both teams go 3 and out and have to punt. And so Bear River takes over at their 20. Skyview leading 20-0. I thought he saved it, but it landed on the chalk. 7:11 left in the game. Skyview leading 20-0. Jepson rolls out. He's got pressure all over. He throws on the run. Picked off! Skyview picks it off at the 30-yard line as Jensen throws his second of the night.
It's Carver Ballard, I believe, that got that one.
Let's watch that replay. Carver Ballard, we think, got that interception. Riker then rolls out to this left side. Look at the pressure, so he throws off his back foot. And we think it's Carver Ballard at the 30-yard line with the interception. And there's maybe some markers down at the end of that play, Rex.
Yeah, we'll see what we got going on here.
Or maybe is it not going to negate the interception? Maybe it was a pass interference. I didn't see it, but let's see. Waiting for the call. It's going to be on Skyview because he's talking to the line judge that's on the Bear River sideline. So I think it's going to be an interception, dead ball foul on Skyview.
It was looking like he was saying after the play during their discussion.
Yeah, so let's see. Personal foul Skyview. Crackback block. So it's Skyview's ball, so the interception, Carver Ballard. But it will be 15 yards. With 7:03 left in the game, Skyview leading 20-0.
Running back is Boston Hall.
So Skyview starts at the 44 of Bear River. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. They throw it out there to Williams. Williams tries to turn up field, and he gets to the 40.
Brighton wanted a face mask on that one.
Well, it was a high tackle, but they only gained 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Little surprised to see Thatcher back there still.
Yeah, I think maybe he goes. The problem is there's a lot of time left, is the problem.
But again, 2 receivers to each side. Skyview not letting up at all. They lead 20-0. 2nd and 6 for the Bobcats at the Bear River 40. They lead 20-0. There's the handoff to Boston Hall. Finds a hole. He's still keeping the feet going. He's up near the 36-yard line. Another 4-yard gain. It will bring up 3rd and 2. Back-to-back 4-yard gains for the Bobcats.
Brighton Williams has 4 catches in the second half for 60 yards and a touchdown.
So Skyview from the 36, 3rd and 2. They're at the Bear River 36. 6 minutes to play in the game. They lead 20-0. Thatcher hard count, nobody moves. 2 receivers to each side. Boston Hall in the backfield with Thatcher. He's going to get the snap, hand off to Boston Hall. Can't get anywhere. He spins around and loses a yard. Nope, they're going to gain him. No tackle for no gain. So it brings up 4th down. Again, I think I would try to give DeQuadro something just to see if he can make it from here, but Skyview lines up on 4th and short. 4th and 2 from the 36-yard line. Thatcher again gets the snap. He passes complete to Williams at the 29, and it'll be a first down. So first down for the Bobcats. Gain of 7. They needed 2. They got 7 on the pass play.
Nice little route there by Brooks Rigby to come back and get that. That gives Carson Thatcher exactly 300 yards passing on the night.
That's his first 300-yard passing game of the season, and I said it was Williams. It was Rigby. Good job on that one. I mean, I can tell the height difference really well.
Right.
Nice depth perception, John. First and 10 at the 39, or 29. Thatcher throws again, complete in the slot to Williams, makes a couple guys miss. He's across the 20 to the 19 for a 10-yard gain and a first down.
So shifty there in space. Man, I feel like Skyview can just do whatever they want in the passing game right now.
Well, tonight for sure they can.
It's wide open.
So first and 10 at the 19. They lead 20-0. Clock still rolling at 4:33 left in the game. Skyview's going to move to 2-1 in region play and 3-4 overall, and it will help their RPI with the win as well. Snap back, looking for the end zone. Thatcher throws too high for Rigby, incomplete. Again, coming into this game, Skyview at 2-4 overall was the 9 seed out of 13 teams. As you can see on CashValleyDaily.com, powered by Adams Wealth Advisors, there's the standings. Ridgeline is now 2-1, though. This was updated before the game last night. Their win 21-14 over Green Canyon last night. Green Canyon to 1-2. Logan will fall to 1-2. Mountain Crest at 2-1, and Skyview will improve to 2-1 as well in region play. 4:14 left in the game. Back to pass. Thatcher throws. He's got a man wide open, complete near the end zone. Did Ferguson get in? Yes, touchdown, Ferguson from 19 yards out. Touchdown to Ferguson.
Just scoring at will. Here's your replay on CashValleyDaily.com. Look at Ferguson fight for this extra yard after the catch. Punch it into the end zone there for Thatcher's 4th touchdown pass of the night.
Yeah, he stretched across because he didn't get in. He got knocked out, but he put that ball ahead and reached in for the end zone and got it across the end zone. So the DeQuadros on for the extra point. Snap back, hold down. Kick is good. Skyview extends the lead. It's 27-0 with 4:06 left to play. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
For almost 100 years, IFA has helped Intermountain farmers, ranchers, gardeners, and equine and western sports enthusiasts to grow the things they love. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need, or find IFA on Facebook or at ifacountrystores.com.
$27-0 after Skyview throws another touchdown pass, 19 yards to Michael Ferguson from Carson Thatcher. On the kickoff, the return from the 10, the 15, the 20. Bear River's got life to the 25-30. Great return to the 35, the 40. What a run by the kickoff return man for Bear River. Let's watch that replay. Great replay here on CashValleyDaily.com. Golden Spike Electric brings you this replay. Keep your home or business safe during cold winter months. If the power goes out, get a Generac backup generator at Golden Spike Electric. They bring you this highlight on that return for Bear River. 3:57 left in the game. Bear River trails 27-0 from their own 41. The pass out there on a wide receiver screen is caught. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he's taken down at the 46.
That's Owen Olson is playing quarterback now for Bear River.
Oh, Owen Olson back there, not Jepson. So a 5-yard pass play. Well, when they have to go to Owen Olson, it takes he's a great receiver.
Yeah, right. It's just like when Ferguson has to play.
So empty backfield on 2nd and 5. The blitz is on. He throws late. It's complete to the 50, the 45, the 40 in Skyview territory.
Man, Owen Olson just met Kason Spackman. That was one heck of a hit by Spackman right there. That was 6 on the reception, right?
Yep. So a 14-yard pass play for the first down, and in Skyview territory now. At the 41 of Skyview, 27-0. Clock runs at 3:17 left in the game. Rolls out to the left. Throw is complete again to the 31-yard line near the first down marker.
I think he's there.
I think they'll give it to him as well. So a 10-yard pass play, I'm assuming.
And Owen Olson, he's got 3 completions on 3 pass attempts.
Well, they gave him 9 yards, so 2nd and 1. They're at the 32. They need to get to the 31. 2nd and 1. Clock rolling under 3 minutes now. Skyview lead 12, low snap, has to pick it off the ground. They hand it off. He got the first down to the 30, so a 2-yard gain for the first down. So a 2-yard rush to the 30. Clock continues to run. 27-0 Skyview, 2:45. And at the 30-yard line of Skyview, Bear River threatening the shutout. 2 receivers to each side. Back to pass. Now he rolls out to the left. He throws. It's complete to the 25. Makes a move. Gets out of bounds near the 20-yard line. They're going to say he stepped out before the 20 or right on the 20. They're going to say the 21. So a 9-yard pass play again, and clock is stopped at 2:32.
Nice catch there by, I think that was Colton Summers. Yeah, number 5, Colton Summers.
So Olson, the quarterback, on 2nd and 1, is going to hand it off up the middle. He's got the first down inside the 20. Down to the 18-yard line, a 3-yard gain for a first down. And this is the deepest inside of Skyview's territory that Bear River has gotten at the 18. Clock running at 2:13, 1st and 10. Owens is going to hand off, and Skyview meets the running back right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Nice work there by the defensive front for Skyview.
Yeah, stay tuned post-game. We're going to have a hard time with our McDonald's player of the game as well as our, I just lost an Old Gristmill bread and butter play of the game. I was looking at all the liners and I got the wrong sheet. 2nd down and 10. Well, they actually gave it negative. So 2nd and 11. The throw complete. And Skyview pushes him back, but the completion up to about the 12 from the 19. So we'll give him 9 yards, still shy of the first down.
And Owen Olson's looking pretty good at quarterback for Bear River here.
So they're at the Skyview 13, 3rd down, and about 4 yards. Owen Olson, the blitz up the middle, pass to the running back is complete, but he's shy of the first down. We'll say no gain. So 4th down coming up.
I don't have Owen Olson down for an incompletion.
1, 2, 3. So they're at the 13. They need to get down to the 8. So 4th and 5. Clock under a minute to play. 27-0 Skyview. 3 receivers for Bear River to the left. Blitz is on. They pick it up. He rolls out to the left side. Olson still looking. He throws. Complete inside the 5, I believe.
That was an amazing one-handed catch.
As he's knocked out of bounds inside the 5.
That's Weston Ballard, the wide receiver.
So we're going to mark it at the 3. From the 11, I guess, 8 yards for a first down.
What a catch.
So 1st and goal at the 3. Bear River hustles up with 46 seconds to play. Clock stops. Skyview leads 27-0. Owens takes it, hands off. Up the middle, drags a couple defenders, but no gain as he got back to the line of scrimmage. Clock running. Skyview is trying to hold him out of the end zone to get the shutout. 2nd and goal at the 3.
Seth Toulson able to grab Tyden Jones' legs there on that play and keep him out of the end zone.
Clock down to 25 seconds. Owens in shotgun on 2nd and goal at the 3. Takes the snap, low snap. He's back to pass. Now the pocket breaks down. He throws off his back foot. It is caught.
Caught at the 1.
At the 1, a 2-yard pass play, and he stops the clock out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd and goal at the 1 with 17 seconds.
Colton Summers with the reception there for the Bears.
Man, that ball's right inside the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal at the 1, and they're in shotgun. Snap back, handoff, up the middle, touchdown Bear River! With 13 seconds from 1 yard out, the 1-yard TD for the Bears.
That's Tyden Jones' first time finding pay dirt. The Bears' first time finding a touchdown in this game. But for Bear River, that's nice for them to get a little bit of momentum, as you see here on the replay that we caught just a little too late.
Yeah, didn't push it quick enough. Sorry about that. But 27-6, pending the extra point, so they don't get shut out on homecoming night. Gives something for the student section to cheer about. Skyview with 13 seconds, they lead 27-6. Snap back, hold down, kick on the way is good. So with 13 seconds, we'll keep it here. It's Skyview 27, Bear River 7 with 13 seconds to go in the game. But a nice little drive as Jepson came out of the game, and the fireworks go off here in Garland. But Bear River doesn't get shut out on homecoming.
Owen Olson on that drive had 57 yards passing.
So Skyview again will be at at home for the senior night to face the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Both teams will be 2-1 in region play. Mountain Crest on the season, let me double check. Mountain Crest is going to be 4-3. Well, Skyview is 3-4.
That's going to be a good matchup.
Yes, it will. Mountain Crest, they're got a new coach out there and doing a good job for the Mustangs out in Hiram.
These new coaches in region are doing a really good job, I feel like. Bear River's coach, I feel like he's made them a lot more competitive. Mountain Crest coach, they're looking a lot more competitive.
For sure they are. 4-3 record for the Mustangs. I don't think they had too many wins last year, maybe one. The kickoff goes into the end zone, so Skyview will start at their own 20, just get into victory formation, I would assume, with 13 seconds to play, Rex.
Yeah, and what a great team win here for the Bobcats, John. I really enjoyed watching the emergence of Carson Thatcher. That's my takeaway in this game, was just watching him come out there, have the wheels to the offense, and just go out there and fly. He did great.
So victory formation for Skyview. Thatcher takes the snap and will kneel down, and so the clock will run. That should do it. So Skyview with the victory here tonight, 27-7. And if you're a Bobcat fan, you love it because that's 2 in a row going back home for senior night against the Mustangs. We're going to step aside and come back with our post-game show right after this on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.
Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City offers schools, church groups, and nonprofits an exclusive 5-cent per copy for color copies. They have the fastest, highest quality printers in northern Utah at the lowest cost to you, less than black and white. Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
We are Poblanos, the only place where you will find real Mexican food. Yeah, that homemade style. We are located in 780 Main Street in Smithfield. Come and check us out. And we want to help our students out, so just bring your school ID and we'll hook it up with the food. Yeah, like tacos $1 or quesadilla combos. Only at Poblanos.
The Post Consumer Brands cereal sale for the United Way is September 24th at 7 a.m. Bring cash and get to the Box Elder County Fairgrounds in Tremonton early. Cereal is $1 per bag or box, limit 50 per person. Post Consumer Brands cash-only cereal sale September 24th at 7 a.m.
Your pipes are out of sight, out of mind, and could be out of date. We can fix it today.
Mike Nor Plumbing can change out your old pipes for new state-of-the-art pipes to keep your family healthy and safe. 257-0646. Online at MikeNorPlumbing.com.
Academy Mortgage in Tremont has over 50 years of combined experience helping people achieve their goal of getting into their dream home. Our team truly cares about your family's financial goals. Academy Mortgage, Tremont, corporate NMLS number 3113, Equal Housing Lender.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs, competitive prices, and free rock chip repairs for life. Call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
a beautiful career in the beauty industry. New Horizons Beauty College is happy to be helping you take a step forward in a new career and your new look. New Horizons Beauty College, moving forward with beauty. Now accepting new clients. Call 435-753-9779.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Whether it's before or after the football game, make sure to stop in to Kent's Market for your treats and drinks. We have all the Coke and Pepsi products you need. Kent's Market has the freshest produce, fresh cut meats, a deli and bakery department that can't be beat. That's Kent's Market.
Don't get caught without power to your home or business. This is Tyler with Golden Spike Electric. We offer Generac backup generators to keep your home or business warm, avoiding frozen pipes, loss of valuable food, or even a flooded basement. Contact Golden Spike Electric so you'll never be without power again. Golden Spike Electric and Generac.
If you're a business owner, don't tackle your electrical problems yourself. Nobody knows more about electricity than Gem Electric. Gem Electric has the experience and knowledge to get you back up and running. Call Gem Electric service specialists today, 257-7113. Their expertise is shocking.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Post Consumer Brand Cereals and their team members are involved in every aspect of the community, from the fair to the fall cereal sale to Cereal with Santa. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites.
It's back to school time. Booster Clubs, team sports, PTA, any school organization. Call the Logo Shop for uniforms, fan gear, club t-shirts, all customized with your school logo. They're committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Logo Stop, the Logo Shop.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Advanced Integrated Systems in Tremonton is looking for passionate technicians to join the team. Work with your hands daily to create custom next-level smart home experiences for each client. To learn more about our career paths and rewarding benefits, visit AISAV.com.
Defense helps win championships. That's true in business too. This is Dave Simmons. Les Olson IT is the best defense for your network. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services.
Les Olson IT.
Greer's Do It Best Hardware has been providing do-it-yourselfers and professionals all their hardware needs for over 4 decades. They are always adding new inventory, so there's no need to go out of town for your hardware needs with Greer's Do It Best Hardware in town. Come see their new location in the Tremont Center next to Results Gym.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Welcome back to Bear River High School. The Skyview Bobcats get the victory 27-7 over the Bear River Bears, and we're up here on our post-game show, and we're joined by Cam Carling, right? Okay. I don't have my roster in front of me, but talk about your 2-game winning streak that you guys have been on. I think the defense, you guys have stopped the run and done a tremendous job. Talk about the last couple of games, how you guys have regrouped.
Well, so against Logan, they came out and they ran the ball hard, and we knew, and we just didn't step up and play to our best. So against Ridgeline, we made our first priority to stop the run. And I felt like we did very good at that. And then tonight we knew they were going to run heavy. So if we knew we could stop the run, then we'd win.
Well, talk about what you guys did as players, like after the Logan loss and that losing streak that you had, even though you had played some tougher teams. Like, how was the morale in the locker room? What did you guys talk about as a team?
Well, we were pissed because we just lost a game we shouldn't have lost. So the morale in the locker room was we needed to go out there and kick some butt. Mm-hmm. So practice that whole week, we just grinded and we played really hard and we hit hard just to prepare us for those 2 games.
Well, the last 2 games, you guys have met some good running backs with Ripstein and then tonight Jones. You guys did a terrific job of bottling him up. What is it like for you guys to How does that make you feel to like get those running backs and kind of held them in check?
It feels good. It's like when we played Mountain Ridge. We knew those 2 backs were real good.
Yeah.
So we knew these guys were just as good. They run hard. Number 8 runs real hard. 28 ran real hard.
Mm-hmm.
So we just knew we had to step down and hit them hard.
Well, you've done a terrific job. Talk about defensively, too. You guys have really put a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks the last few games. What is that role? What is your role on the defense? Do you call out the plays defensively? Are you the quarterback on the defense, or how does that work?
Yeah, I guess I would say I'm kind of the quarterback. Echo calls out, make sure everyone knows, make sure everyone's doing what they're doing. And it's basically a combined effort. Our safeties are really good. Brooks and Ferg, they all echo things out. Yeah.
Well, you guys head back home for your last home regular season game against the Mustangs in Mountain Crest. They got a big victory over Logan tonight at Crimson Field. How do you guys keep this momentum going for next week?
We're just going to have to regroup and practice and not change anything. Come out and play hard.
Well, you got it. Why don't you give a shout-out to whoever you'd like tonight?
I'd like to give out a shout-out to Matt Larson. Rawr.
Well, thanks for taking the time to come up tonight, Cameron. Appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thanks,
all
Cam.
right, so again, Bobcats victorious 27-7. We're going to hand it over to Coach Hal. And, Coach, we haven't had too many chances to talk with you after victories because of just the way things have gone with logistics and stuff. But what a terrific back-to-back game for your squad tonight.
Yeah, I felt like we played really hard. I don't necessarily think it was pretty all the time, but I felt like we played really, really aggressive, especially on defense. I thought we were hitting people. I thought we were playing violent, like we're trying to preach to out-physical people. And so we get a couple penalties there on defense, the roughing and then a hit right on the sideline. But we're trying to teach our kids to live right on the edge, to play right on the edge, and I felt like they did that today. Created some turnovers, so that was really good.
Well, talk about we'll continue with the defense. You guys have just done a great job defensively, worked together, making tackles and executing defensively. Even though you said there may be a couple breakdowns, you guys overall have looked really crisp on defense.
Yeah, we haven't added anything from a schematic standpoint. We've tried to stay with what we've got and just get better at it. And then I really feel like our guys have done a good job buying into what we're preaching, playing hard, team tackling, being really physical when we get there. We did not tackle well at all early in the season, and there's been a concentrated effort every week to tackle. We tackle every single day, technique tackle. And so I think you're starting to see that reveal itself a little bit in the way we play. We're not missing a ton of tackles, and when we are, there's somebody there right after that with good leverage on the ball and tackling well.
Well, Coach, we got a couple more questions for you before we let you go. Skyview with the win, 27-7 over Bear River. Talk about your offensive line and defensive line. I feel like they have just played extremely well the last few games for you. Even in the losses, they played pretty decent for you.
Yeah, we're getting better up front, and we're young there. Well, we're not young anymore.
Yeah.
We played 6 or 7 games, whatever we played, but we're getting better there, and it's a work in progress, and we have some young kids who have stepped up. Jace Lillywhite's really started to play well on defense. Preston Smith's starting to play better as well, both offensively and defensively. Satili Palmer is getting better as well. It's like he's been drinking from a fire hose for the last 6 months or 6 weeks, and so there's a lot for him to kind of take in, and he's doing a good job trying to absorb that. But I also think, our regular guys, guys like Connor Dean's really stepped up in the last couple of weeks. Shez Holtz has been so solid all year long. And he's taking on that leadership role, and I think he's doing a good job there. Carter Andrews is doing a really nice job as well. And I'll tell you, the kid who's probably been the most consistent on both sides of the ball is Seth Toulson's done a great job. So super proud of him. All those guys, I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but all those guys are doing a good job. Mason Bird as well has stepped in on offense and has been consistent on defense.
Well, Coach, one last thing before we let you go. We just wanted to get some thoughts about the maturation of Carson Thatcher at quarterback throughout the season. Tonight was his best offensive night of the season, and the offensive line gave him a great pocket tonight. tonight, but he looked really, he missed some throws, but he looked really comfortable back there.
Yeah, and a lot of that was, throwing quick game and some RPO stuff and some of those things, kind of taking what they give us, not trying to hit the home run every time. We threw, 1,000 hitches to Brooks and that little flat concept to Brighton, just really simple throws, and that's all it takes to loosen them up a little bit so we can run the ball a little bit more effectively. I agree with you. He did a good job, and he'll continue to progress. He wants to do nothing but succeed. That kid works extremely hard, puts a lot of pressure on himself, and so I know he'll continue to get better.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time, and thanks for bringing Cam up to talk with us.
He was my bodyguard coming up here.
Well, I would take him as a bodyguard any day of the week. That's for sure.
He's got a helmet on.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Again, the Bobcats victorious 27-7 over the Bear River Bears. So we'll try to wrap it up with our stats here. Let's. I'll tell you, I'm getting too old, man.
Just for sitting down, that's how you know you're there.
It's because everything's cracking.
You go to Bob's Body Shop.
Give yourself 10 more years, Rex. All right, again, 27-7 final tonight for the Bobcats. Final stats, Rex, before we go through our Old Grist Mill bread and butter play.
Yeah, just real quick. Rushing the ball for Skyview, 14 carries for 60 yards is what I had Brevin Egbert down for. Spackman only 3 carries for 8. Ferguson 3 for 9. Boston Hall had a 4-yarder, and then I missed another 1 or 2 that he had. Throwing the ball, Carson Thatcher had 24 of 41 is what I had him down for 329 yards, 4 touchdowns, and the 1 interception. Receiving the ball, nothing going into half for Brighton Williams, and he exploded for 70 coming out with 1 touchdown after halftime. Number 12, Brevin Egbert had 5 catches on the night. Brooks Rigby was really, he was the standout. He had 9 grabs, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's big-time football there out of your big wide receiver. Ferguson had 3 catches for 48 yards and a touchdown. Zommel, the 1 for 7. Taylor Lindley, 1 for 5. And then we had Kason Spackman down for a sack. He had a ton of quarterback pressures, too. Number 13, Michael Ferguson with an interception. We had 33, I think that's Hans Herman. He had a punt block. And then we had Carver Ballard down for an interception as well for the Skyview Bobcats. On the flip side for Bear River, not a lot to talk about. Quarterback for them, Riker Jepson went 8 of 22 for 119 yards and an interception. Coming in relief was number 7, Owen Olson. He did not miss a pass. He went 9 for 9 for 57 yards. And then Jones was able to punch it in for the final touchdown. He had 37 yards rushing in the game. If you would have gave me an over-under on 50, I would have taken the over on Jones' rushing yards. He finished with 37. That's a big testament to that Skyview defense.
All right, so now it's time for our Skyview McDonald's Player of the Game. Skyview work for McDonald's and let McDonald's work for you. Flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, plus meals and other perks. The McDonald's Player of the Game, we're going to give it to Carson Thatcher. What was his final stats again?
Final stats for Carson Thatcher was 24 of 41 passing for 329 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he did have 1 interception. But for us, John, we were saying this was the coming out game for Carson Thatcher. This kid showed what he can do and how he can do it, and man, did he look good. And I promise you, when his senior season rolls around, he's not missing those long balls like he was tonight.
And again, Carson Thatcher is our McDonald's Player of the Game. The Old Grist Mill Bread and Butter Play of the Game, your chance to win 4 loaves of bread. Listen to the Full Court Press on Monday from 4 to 6 p.m. with Eric Franson and Jason Walker. If you listen to the game, they'll call for the Old Grist Mill Bread and Butter Play of the Game, and we're going to give it to Brooks Rigby's 38-yard passing reception for the 38-yard touchdown second quarter with 4:08. So when Eric calls for it, that touchdown pass play, you will get 4 loaves of bread if you can call in and be the first caller to tell Eric that that's what it was. But it was Brooks Rigby, 38-yard TD reception in the second quarter with 4 minutes and 8 seconds to play. Skyview was up 14-0 at that point. And then they go on to win 27-7. So for all our sponsors, for Coach Hal and from Cam Carling coming up, for Rex Davis, John Newbold will be on the air next week in Smithfield as it's the Skyview Bobcats versus the Mountain Crest Mustangs. And that will be the senior night for the Bobcats. Thanks for listening tonight on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan, and on watching on CashValleyDaily.com. Have a great weekend, everybody.